to Dwyer Stadium here in beautiful downtown Batavia. And right now we're just coming out of a rain delay. We still don't have an official start time yet. However, you can see the players are warming up. There's no tarp on the field. That is a very good sign that we should have baseball very soon. However, in the meantime, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just thank some of our sponsors for tonight's game, and then when we come back, we'll throw it down to the field mic, and pretty soon we should have first pitch. I'm John Karuba here to take you through this one from Dwyer Stadium right here on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
We'd like to thank Alex's Places, Allegheny Farm Services, Ankle and Foot Center of Western New York, Arc of Genesee, Orleans, New York, Attica's 70th Hole, Auto Wash Car Wash, Batavian, Batavia Daily News, Batavia Downs, Hotel at Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Bully Hill Vineyards, Casella White, Chapin International, Easttown Beverage, E-Collab, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Feral Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Geico, Genesee Community College, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee County Parks and Recreation, Genesee Valley Penny Saver, Glow With Your Hands, Graham Corporation, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet Cadillac, LE3 Inc., Lebu Salon, Legacy on Main, Major Stash Cigar, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay Products, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, ProClean Inc., Romans, Skyworks, Stan Harley Davidson, Stop DWI Genesee County, Suburban Propane, The Coffee Press, Tompkins Bake, Toshiba Business, Tully's, Turnbull Heating and Air Conditioning, T.F. Brown's, The Wine Goddess Shop, United Memorial Medical Center, Valet Jewelers, Versascape, Vivify Hydration, Whole Life Fitness, and Right Beverage.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium once again, coming out of some rain delay coverage. I'm John Karuba. It is the Auburn Doubledays and your 2-1 Batavia Muckdogs. So again, as we wait to come out of the rain delay, still don't have an official start time, so we will throw it down to the field mic, and we should be back with a first pitch pretty soon right here again on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. Stay tuned.
is sponsored by Batavia Muckdogs. Be sure to stay after the game and go to the third base line and meet the players and receive.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, just wanted to pass along some information that we got. And it's going to be a 7:20 start time is what they're shooting for. So we wanted to pass that information along to you. However, while we are waiting, let's get you the starting lineups, and we will begin with the Batavia Muckdogs, your hometown team. Levi Aguila is leading off in left field. Hitting second and playing second, Brian Fry. Tyler Canoe, number 35, is a designated hitter. Cleanup hitter tonight, number 10, first baseman Daniel Burroway. Catcher Alec Mag is behind the plate, and he will hit fifth. Hitting sixth, Batavia's very own Jerry Reinhardt, also mans the hot corner. Batting seventh in right field, Josh Leadham. Your extra hitter tonight, Liam Ward. Gavin Schrader is in center field. He will bat eighth, number 2. Playing shortstop and hitting ninth, Caleb Rodriguez. And on the mound is going to be Joshua Millville. And for the visiting Auburn Doubledays, it's going to be Cooper Erickson playing shortstop and leading off. Hitting second, Ryan Cicerini is in center field. He'll hit second. Batting third, Michael Cervantes. Hitting fourth and playing first base, Dylan McKenzie, number 25. In the number 5 slot, number 3, Kobe Stenson. He is their extra hitter. Number 13, Blake Murray in right field, batting sixth. Hitting seventh as the designated hitter, Connor Brayla. Behind the plate and hitting eighth, Caden Cram. Dominic Guccia is in left field, batting ninth. Rounding out the lineup and playing second base is Zach Cohen, number 8. And on the hill for them, going to be number 11, Connor Kinney. So we will step aside just one more time again before first pitch. But those are the starting lineups for tonight's game. I am John Karuba. This is the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network again, shooting for a 7:20 first pitch.
We are growing the next generation of leaders who will change the world. The members who brought tractors today are Ian Beverly, Amelia Brewer, and Hudson Love. Now, fans, please make some noise for the Laura Dance Academy as we welcome them to the field. They will be performing a dance choreographed by the Savannah Bananas first base coach, Macio Harrison, that led them to receive a golden ticket to Worlds. number one dance team in the entire PGCBL at KMS. Batavia dance team presented by the Whole Salon Spa to the field. Now, fans, please help us welcome the funniest, the craziest, the greatest mascot in the league. Let's welcome Dewey!
Agula?
Yeah,
Canoe?
I believe it's canoe. I was trying to get it confirmed. Canoe.
Canoe, Agula, and Leadham.
Yes.
And now, fans, please make some noise as we introduce the starting lineup for your 2022 Batavia Muckdogs, brought to you by Tompkins Bank. Introducing Batavia Muckdog manager Joey Martinez and assistant coach Tom Eaton. Now, fans, here's the starting lineup for your Batavia Muckdogs. Leading off playing left field from Felician University, number 18, Levi Aguilar. Batting second and playing second base from the University of Toledo and the Batavia, New York, number 24, Brian Fry. Batting third was designated hitter from Salt Lake Virginia University, number 35, Tyler Ballou. Picking up spot, playing first base from Allen Community College in Texas, number 10, Daniel Burroway. Back fifth, Kentucky from Delphi University, number 28, Alec May. Back sixth from University of Akron and Batavia, New York, third base number 9, Jerry Reinhardt. Back seventh. And playing right field from the University of Rochester, number 16, Josh Williams. Batting eighth, next extra hitter from Niagara University and Albion, New York, number 29, Liam Ward. Batting ninth, and playing center field, will be attending Niagara University in the fall. He went to Notre Dame High School. Welcome to Gary. for helping to plan events for the elementary school as well as recycling for the entire K through 12, PK through 12 building, helping to build a better community there. Group of leaders elected by their teachers and peers and have worked very hard at school this year. And now at this time, we ask that you please remain standing and remove your hats if you haven't removed them already for the singing of our national anthem performed by the members of Auburn Central School's upper elementary and high school chorus. Right now, first pitch today will be the Onion Queen herself, Georgia Luft. Georgia Luft is a three-sport athlete participating in soccer, basketball, and softball. She has participated in the National Honor Society, Student Athletic Association, and FFA as a member and past officer. She's been a member of Genesee County Beard Princess program for several years and will be attending Finger Lakes Community College for physical education. Let's welcome once again Onion Queen Georgia Luft.
Welcome you back here to Dwyer Stadium in beautiful downtown Batavia. It's been a rainy night for baseball. Certainly not as nice as opening night was when the weather was absolutely perfect, but we will have baseball nonetheless. I'm John Karuba, looking forward to bringing you through all the action tonight right here on the Muckdogs YouTube channel, part of the Muckdogs Baseball Network. And we are getting almost set for first pitch. We will step aside one more time. But after that, we will have baseball. Back here at Dwyer Stadium, and we are just about set for first pitch. John Karuba ready to rock and roll through this one here at Dwyer Stadium. First meeting between these two clubs this season. Auburn Doubledays against the Batavia Muckdogs. Cooper Erickson digs in from the right side. He's ready. Joshua Millville's ready. And let's do it from Dwyer Stadium. First pitch is just off the plate, a little bit inside, and the count 1-0. Erickson so far on the season, a .500 batting average. He's already knocked in a couple of runs as that next pitch is in the dirt, down and away, under the glove of the catcher Mag, and the count 2-0. Both these teams coming in with a record of 2-1, and for Auburn, it's been Jekyll and Hyde. They've won their 2 home games by a combined score of 22-2 as Millville comes set. Pitch goes up and inside, and it clips them. So Erickson, the leadoff hitter, is aboard with the hit by pitch. But as we were just mentioning a second ago, for Auburn, 22-2 in their 2 home wins over Geneva and Newark. However, in their 1 road game, they only scored 1 run, lost 4-1 the other day against Utica. So the runner on first, nobody out. Here is Ryan Cesarini, the center fielder, digging in for the left side. Open stance with the knees bent. Millville from the stretch pitch, ripped right at the first base. Oh, and it went off his glove as he couldn't corral it. And then the second baseman backing up couldn't handle it. However, he kept it from going into right field. But the first 2 hitters have reached, and Auburn so far looking to flip the script on the road. They have the first 2 men on and no one out. And that is going to be scored an error. A little bit of a tough error there as that ball was hit pretty sharply. So runners on first and second, nobody out. Here is Michael Cervantes manning the hot corner and stepping in from the right side. Cervantes digging in from the right side. Millville in some early trouble. First and second, nobody out. Comes set in the pitch, swung on a tap or foul outside the first base bag. 0-1. Cervantes having a good start to the season this year for the Doubledays, as he has a .300 batting average and a couple of runs scored in 10 at-bats. He'll dig back in from the right side of the plate. Millville again working out of the stretch. The set and the pitch. It clipped him as he is hit. That's the second hit batter of the inning to begin the game, and that one really looks like it hurt as he's slowly making his way down to first. And Batavia and Millville in some real trouble in an early as they have the bases loaded, nobody out for Auburn, and Dylan McKenzie, the cleanup hitter, due up. Far from being an ideal start for Millville. We'll see if he can work his way out of it. McKenzie knocked in a couple of runs in that 11-1 win last time out against Geneva. Certainly would love to get his team off to a good start here Bases loaded and nobody out. Standing in from the right side with the knees bent. Getting the sign, Millville comes home. And that is out in the outside corner over the black. And the count, 0-1. So far, just one hit on the board as the bases are loaded and nobody out. It'll be an 0-1. And that pitch is down and inside at the shoelaces. And the count is even 1-1. Millville really having an issue with command. We'll see if it can shake it off here. Again, digs back in from the right side. As it'll be a 1-1 home to McKenzie, who's hitting .250 so far. 3 games this season. Pitch swung on, hit in the air, popped him up. Foul territory down the right field line. And nice grab made there to record the first out. All the runners stay put. That is a big play by the first baseman, Daniel Burroway, to give Chase a nice over-the-shoulder catch. 1 gone. Well, you got to take it one hitter at a time to get out of a jam like this, and that's exactly what Millville did. So with McKenzie gone, here's number 3, Kobe Stenson, coming to the plate. He is the extra hitter tonight for the Doubledays. Digs it again from the right side of the plate. Bat back. First pitch comes in, and that runs in tight at the letters just off the corner inside. 1-0. So far on the scoreboard, neither team has a hit, but there is one error against Batavia to this point, and a couple batters have reached on hit by pitches. Millville ready to go, and the pitch swung on. Loop could be trouble. On a line towards right field. Stays up long enough. However, runner coming home. Throw is going to be cut off at the mound. So coming across the score is Erickson. That is going to be a sacrifice fly for Kobe Stenson. And in the top of the first, Auburn strikes first. They lead 1-0. Just a good at bat there. He didn't try to do too much. He got the ball in the air and gets the run home. However, you will certainly take that if you're Millville. You had bases loaded, nobody out. And now if you make one more big pitch, you hold them to just a run. Would almost feel like a bit of a missed opportunity for Auburn. And, of course, we saw what that did against Batavia in their home opener, as Elmira just couldn't get the big hit, and they ended up paying the price for it. 2 gone, runners on first and second. Here is Blake Murray coming to the plate, standing in for the left side. Murray with the knees bent. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed as he pulled the string that time. Goes right over the top, 0-1. Again, standing in for the left side. By the way, the right fielder, Josh Lita, made that play on the sac fly. This is his first game tonight with the Muckdogs. Next pitch is off the plate. A little bit high and away, and the count is evened up at a ball and a strike apiece. Top half of the first inning, John Karuba taking you through this one. Auburn with 1 run on no hits. That's right, a couple hit batters and an error, but they have a 1-0 lead over the Muckdogs. Next pitch swung on and missed as he blew it right by him, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Murray going to dig in from the left side. Huge pitch early in this game. If Millville can get out of this jam, it would be a big lift for the Muckdogs. Next pitch hit on the ground, right to the second baseman, on to first in plenty of time, and that's how you get out of a jam, as Brian Fry fielded it no problem, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 run, no hits, couple of hit batters, and 2 men left on. We'll take this to the home half of the first. Auburn with a 1-0 lead over Batavia on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the official hotel partner of the Batavia Muckdogs. Be sure to visit us at BataviaDownsGaming.com and click on the Hotel tab to see our latest and greatest offers. That's BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, home half of the first inning. So after Auburn got a run but really couldn't cash in on the bases loaded opportunity, it's the Muckdogs' chance to see what they can do. And leading off, going to be number 18 left fielder Levi Aguila, as he will dig in from the right side. And on the mound for Auburn, it's going to be Connor Kinney, digging in from the right side. Aguila, first pitch hit on the ground to third, fielded there cleanly, across the diamond, plenty of time. Nice fielding job there by Cervantes. One pitch, one out. And that's how you want to start off an outing. You got one pitch and one out, pretty economical. So Brian Fry comes to the plate now for Batavia. On the scoreboard, 1-0-0. That's right, you heard that correctly. 1-0-0 for Auburn. 0-0-1 for the Muckdogs. First pitch to the lefty, Fry is down and inside, 1-0. For Batavia, 2-1, but they're coming off a 9-8 hard loss on Sunday against Niagara, in which they had a lead going into the ninth. Fry swings and rips that into left center. That's going to dunk it for a base hit, and then the ball is bobbled, but it doesn't get far enough away from the center fielder, Cesarini, as the throw comes in, and that got away from the pitcher, but the catcher, that is Kadem Cram, nice job backing that up to hold him to just a single. Nonetheless, that's actually our first hit of the ball game. Go figure. Fry with a good piece of opposite field hitting. He just dunked it in there to left center, and he's on base. So here is Tyler Canoe coming to the plate now for the Muckdogs, with a runner on first and one gone. Canoe certainly has a ton of power, and that's one of the big reasons they got him. As Canoe so far, a 182 average, but they expect that'll turn around with his power. First pitch is just off the plate, maybe a little bit high, and the count 1-0. In that Niagara-Batavia game, there were several lead changes, and they just couldn't close it out, but still a 2-1 start to the year. Canoe digs in right side. The pitch is off the plate, down and away, and the count quickly 2-0. Of course, we remember what happened the last time Batavia was in this ballpark. Just an awesome home opener, a 6-4 win over Elmira as they try a pickoff throw over at first. Nothing doing, as Fry gets back in easily ahead of the throw. Now, Batavia got off to a 5-run lead in that one and were able to hang on. Again, digs in from the right side. Canoe going to await the 2-0 offering. Here comes a set in the pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Back to the screen behind the plate, and the count 2-1. John Kruba taking you through this one from Dwyer Stadium. Again, an overcast evening here on this Monday in downtown Batavia, but we're glad you're making us a part of your evening. Canoe going to dig back in from the right side. He'll await a 2-ball, 1-strike offering. Here comes the pitch, swung on, and a little pop fly, foul territory. Lunging for it that time was the first baseman, McKenzie. He couldn't come up with it, just out of his reach, 2-2. if nothing else, Canoe is making the pitcher Kinney work here a little bit. That's something they really have preached, the Muckdogs have, working the pitch count up early and trying to get into the opposing team's bullpens. Canoe standing back in right side of the plate. Here comes the 2-2. As a runner going for second, pitches high, throw to second, safe! He beat it out. It was an outstanding throw by Graham. However, the second base umpire said he got in there ahead of it. So Fry now in scoring position with one man out. That was a pretty close bang-bang play there. But now Canoe has a chance with a runner in scoring position, a big knock here to try and tie the game. This would be a big signature moment early if he can do it. Stands in for the right side. The full count pitch is down and away, and that's a smart take. He'll head on down to first. And now the Muckdogs have something cooking. Runners on first and second, and one man out. So here is Daniel Burroway, number 10, coming to the plate. And Burroway, if you remember, on opening day in Elmira, had a bases-clearing triple. So Burroway certainly is another one of these big boys in the Muckdog lineup. Digs in right side. Very much a stance reminiscent of Jeff Bagwell from years gone by. Working out of the stretch. Kinney, the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. He blew it right by him with the high hard stuff. 0-1. So Fry is on second. And over on first is Canoe with just one man out in the inning. Alec Mag, the catcher, on deck. Here comes the 0-1. And that swung on and missed. Boy, he is not getting cheated. Taking some big cuts here. And the count quickly, 0-2. Stands back in. .333 average for Burroway on the season. As it'll be an 0-2. And the pitch swung on and fouls it straight back. But that's going to get out of play. And the count is going to hold at 0-2. If you're just tuning in, Auburn with a 1-0 lead on a sac fly in the top half of the inning by Kobe Stenson. But that was after they had the base load, nobody out. And the 0-2 comes home, upstairs and inside as he leaned back off the plate, and the count 1-2. Again, stands in from the right side. It'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike delivery. Burroway awaiting for it. Pitch is swung on and a high pop fly, lazy one, out into shallow right center, backing up the second baseman. He's there with the call and the catch, and there are two down, as that's Zach Cohen there to make the play. So two gone, runners remain where they are, first and second, and two gone. But there's another chance for the catcher, number 20, Alec Mag. And remember, he had the 2-run double down in Elmira that gave Batavia the 3-1 lead at the first place. Shot it to the right center field gap. Looks like there's some pretty good gappage there right now. If he could take it that way, probably could knock in a couple of 2 outs. Stands in right side. First pitch is across the outside corner over the black, 0-1. Mag digs back in from the right side with the knees bent. Runners taking their leads off first and second. Fry not being held on at second. Decent side lead off. First pitch is swung on and fouled it straight back. Trying to crush that one onto Bank Street. So with the count 0-2, Kinney a big, big opportunity, just one pitch away from working out of the jam. It'll be an 0-2 as he comes set out of the stretch. The pitch swung on and whacked, foul the other way down the right field line. That'll get out of play, and the count will hold. As again, we are in the home half of the first inning. Auburn with the 1-0 lead. Mag digs back in again from the right side. Fry off second, and Canoe off first. Again, so on the rubber first base side, coming set. And Kinney will deliver an 0-2 pitch here. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not on appeal, as that was high and away. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mag standing in here with a 143 average, but as we said, that big RBI double the other night. Next pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. He is punched out, and Batavia gets a hit, but nothing else in the inning. So we are through 1 here at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia, and it's Auburn with a 1-0 lead over your Muckdogs right here on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history. When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors too.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium for the top half of the second inning, and it is the Auburn Doubledays up 1-0 over the Batavia Muckdogs. And as we get set for the top of the second, Joshua Millville hopes to have a cleaner inning than he did in the first. And we are in the bottom part, 7, 8, and 9 of the Auburn lineup, beginning with number 24, Connor Brayla, the designated hitter tonight, standing in from the right side. Knees bent, open stance, pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, and the count 0-1. On the scoreboard, 1-0-0, beating 0-1-1 for Auburn. Brayla standing back in from the right side of the plate. Currently does not have a hit, looking for one. Pitch is swung on and chopped foul well outside of third, out along the camera well of the third base dugout, and the count 0-2. Once again, going to dig in from the right side does Brayla. Auburn getting their 1 run on a sac fly by Kobe Stenson back in the first. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed as he went with the high heat that time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 gone, and so this will bring to the plate number 32, the catcher, Caden Cram, as he will dig in from the right side. Millville on the mound, toes the rubber from the first base side. He will get the side. The pitch comes home, and that is just off the plate, a little bit low, 1-0. Cram standing in with a 111 batting average, 1 hit and 9 at bats, and that was a double, although he does have a run driven in. Next pitch hit high in the air and deep to straightaway center, but backpedaling to make the nice catch that time. It's Gavin Schrader, who, boy, has made quite a few nice, sparkling defensive plays early in this season, and he records the out, 2 gone. So Cram gave it a ride, but nothing doing, well shy of the track. 2 away and nobody on. Here is number 17, Dominic Guccia standing in. Here comes the first pitch. It is on the inside corner, just caught it, and the count 0-1. Again, stands back in from the right side. Here it is, and that is across the outer edge. Looked to be a little bit borderline, but they get the call, 0-2. Millville doing a nice job just keeping his pitch count under control in this inning, just coming right at hitters. The 0-2 swung on Chopper. Going to be a tough play up the third base line. Mag fields, and that throw gets by the first baseman Burroway down the right field line, and that is going to allow the runner to move up to second. That's Guccia. So that is probably going to be a single, and then an E2 on the catcher. And it looks like Mag may have been shaken up fielding that ball, but he is okay. So it's an infield single and then an error on the catcher. So already the second fielding error of the game for Batavia, and that's something they wanted to clean up. Remember, in their home opening win against Elmira, they also made 2 errors. So another chance with the runner in scoring position for Auburn. Runner on second and 2 men out. Here is Zach Cowan standing in from the left side of the plate. Cowan looking for the pitch, trying to extend his team's lead. Guccia taking the lead off second. First pitch is in the dirt, but a nice stop there by the catcher Mag to prevent it from going to the backstop. 1-0. As Cohen again digs back in from the left side of the plate. On deck, we go back to the top of the lineup. Next pitch, nice backhanded stab down and in at the shoelaces. And the count now quickly 2-0. You know, Mag has been pretty good offensively, but we don't always talk about how good defensively he is, but he's been pretty good, and he made a couple really nice plays here to keep the runner from advancing. As the next pitch is down and inside, it's now 3-0. It'll be interesting to see if he gets the green light here. As Cohen ahead in the count 3-0. But remember, you have your leadoff hitter Erickson on deck. So we'll see if he takes a pitch. And he does, and it's letter high across the inside corner. Zipped it in there, and the count 3-1. Again, Cohen stands in from the left side. Off second is Guccia. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he blew it right by him that time. And the count back to full, 3-2. That time taking just a grip and rip, trying to maybe pull it down that right field line. Instead, it's a full count. Again, digs in from the left side. As Millville looks in, pitch hit on the ground. This should get him out of the jam. Right side of the infield, on to first base in plenty of time. As that was Brian Fry who made it, and that'll do it for the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We go to the home half of the second. Auburn 1, Batavia no score on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the area's premier entertainment destination. Get the full experience by visiting one of our 4 great restaurants, watch live racing, take in a concert, and visit the gaming floor. You'll be able to dine, play, and stay at our facility in our boutique 84-room hotel. For more information, visit us on Facebook or at BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, home half of inning number 2, and 1-0 Auburn is our score. 1-1-0 for Auburn, 0-1-2 for the Muckdogs, and as you can tell by the very excited PA announcer, it's Jerry Reinhardt, Batavia's very own native son, leading off. He'll dig in from the right side of the plate. First pitch from Kinney is off the plate, high and away, and the count 1-0. Reinhardt, he has been smoking hot to start the season. .455 average with 5 hits and 11 at-bats. as a weak check swing, but he offers it that pitch to tie him up, down and in, 1-1. Reinhardt already with 3 RBIs on the season and a walk to his credit in 11 at-bats. Next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, if you're just tuning in, John Karuba taking you through this one tonight, right here on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. As it'll be a 1-2 from Kinney. Swung on and again fouls it back. Count holds. So again, the Muckdogs, they were able to threaten in the bottom of the first. They just could not get the hit to get the run across. We'll see what they can do here as Reinhardt fights that pitch off. Fisted high in the air down the right field line, but that's going to get well out of play, and the count holds. As we are in the heart to bottom part of the Muckdogs lineup, it'll be Jerry Reinhardt followed by Josh Leadham making his season debut, and Liam Ward. Next pitch swung on, pops him up into shallow right field, but this should be no problem. Routine fly ball. Blake Murray with the call and the catch. Relatively shallow right field. 1 away. So here comes Josh Leadham. His first game with the Muckdogs this season. He is the right fielder, standing in from the right side. So since he hasn't had any at-bats, no stats so far this year, as he will look at the right-handed pitcher Connor Kinney. First pitch is off the plate, just a little bit high and inside at the letters. 1-0. Again, going to stick in from the right side. The 1-0 delivery is off the plate again. Down and away, and the count now 2-0. Once again, standing in for the right side, as a 2-0 will come home. Swung on and sliced foul outside the third base bag. That'll roll on the left field line, and the count 2 balls and a strike. Still an overcast evening for baseball here at Dwyer Stadium, but a good crowd on hand. Again, when you have owners like Robbie and Nellie Nichols putting together pregame entertainment for you, how can you not come out? As it'll be a 2-1 pitch home. Swung on and missed. He blew it right by him that time, climbed the ladder and chased it, and the count is even, 2-2. And, of course, we can't forget Mark and Tabitha Witt either. As it stands back in, it'll be a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped again. Well, foul outside the third base bag. Count will hold, 2-2. So both teams have had chances in this game. They just have not been able to get that big hit, and that's why it's still a 1-run game. As the pitch is off the plate, just a bit outside borderline, and now the count is full. As again, Leadham stands in right side. Liam Ward is on deck. He's the extra hitter tonight. Pitch swung on and ripped hard, and that is a foul ball down the left field line. So close, and the third base coach can't believe it. He thought for sure it was fair, but they say it's foul, and we'll do it again on 3-2. He roped that, and it was close. It looked like it maybe angled to the left just a bit as it went over the third base bag. But a close call, and the Muckdogs can't believe it. Count remains 3-2. Next pitch, swung on, hit hard on the ground right to the third baseman, across the diamond in plenty of time, and there's 2 away. So he hit it just as hard that time. However, this time it was right to the third baseman, Cervantes, and there are 2 gone, and the Muckdogs home half the second. So Liam Ward coming to the plate now with 2 down and the bases empty. It's up to him to try and have a 2-out rally for the Muckdogs in this inning. He'll stand back in from the right side. And it is Henney on the mound. Sets and deals. It is across the inside corner. Gets the called for a strike. 0-1. Again, stands in for the right side with the knees bent. It'll be an 0-1 pitch. It is high and away, and the count is even. 1-1. Again, he'll stand in from the right side of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here it comes. It is letter high. Tied him up with the hands across the inside corner. Nice darting fastball that time. 1-2. Ward standing back in from the right side, batting .500, 2 hits and 4 at-bats so far in the year. And the pitch is swung on and fouls it well back down that first base line. Out of play, count holds. Nice job of just spoiling that pitch to stay alive. As Ward going to dig in again from the right side of the plate with the knees bent. And here comes the 1-2. It is off the plate, down and away, and the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, digs back in from the right side. Once more ready to go is Kinney, and the pitch. Fastball just missing, and you could see that Kinney wanted that call, not going to get it, and the count is run full. So it'll be a 3 ball, 2 strike count, and the pitch swung on and tied him up, popped up, foul territory, first base line. Who's got it? It is the catcher who makes the play. Boy, that could have been an ugly collision, but Caden Cram puts it away, and we have our first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for Batavia. No runs, no hits, no errors as they go down quietly. Let's take this to the third. 2 in the books from Dwyer Stadium. 1-0 Auburn on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium for the top half of inning number 3, and it is Auburn with a 1-0 lead over the Muckdogs. Cooper Erickson back to the top of the lineup we go for the Doubledays. He reached on a hit by pitch and came around to score his first time up. Standing in from the right side, first pitch, almost got him again, up and in letter high, 1-0. As he came around to score on that sac fly by Kobe Stenson, and that's different in the game right now. Next pitch is off the plate a bit away, and the count 2-0. As it's 1, 2, and 3 in the Doubledays lineup, Erickson, Ryan Cicerini, and Michael Cervantes. Next pitch is across the outside corner, and the count now 2-1. On the scoreboard, 1-1-0 for Auburn, 0-1-2 for Batavia. Next pitch is swung on and missed as it's a bit of a foul tip, and the count is even 2-2. Looked like it caught a piece of the catcher Mag, but he's okay. He's just walking it off a little bit. And now time is called as the count remains 2-2 here in the top of the 3rd inning, and Auburn leading by 1. As one of the Muckdogs coaches having a word with the home plate umpire. But again, it is a 1-0 game in favor of Auburn. Their only run coming back in the first. Once again, Erickson digs in from the right side of the plate. Once more, it'll be a 2-2. Swung on, one-handed swing, but he grounds it foul outside third base bag. Count halts. So he's making them work a little bit. Millville still having to work hard, as once again it'll be a 2-2 offering. Erickson checks swing at a pitch low and in the dirt, down and away, and the count is 3-2. It's run fall. Once again stands back in. And the pitch is down and inside. And that is a walk to the leadoff hitter, a big no-no if you're a pitcher. So it'll be Erickson again on first base with no one out. So here is Ryan Cesarini, the center fielder, coming to the plate from the left side. He'll stand in. Melville again going to have to work from the stretch. Pitch is off the plate a bit high and away, 1-0. So right now, the Doubledays are just being patient. Good, smart at bats. We see Batavia do this a lot when they're at their best. And right now, Auburn is doing that exact same thing, as there's a pickoff attempted first. However, easily getting back in ahead of the throw was Erickson. Got the right hand in there before Burraway, the first baseman, could apply the tag. Digs in and getting from the left side. Cesarini awaiting the 1-0. And the pitch is swung on and laces it foul down the left field line. Count is evened up, 1-1. Once again stands in from the left side of the plate. As Cesarini trying to come up with a big hit here, or at least keep the line moving. Runner on first taking a lead. He goes for second. Pitch outside. It's his called strike throw to second. In time, they got him. What a throw by Mag, right on the money, over the bag, and a great tag applied by the second baseman. So they erase Erickson, and the pitch was a strike, one gone. Again, this Muckdog team, we just rave about their offense, but their defense, especially behind home plate, has been incredible so far to start this season. So here comes the next pitch. It is off the plate a bit high and away, and the count holds 2-2. Mag has made great throws time and time again. He almost made another sparkler back in the last half inning. Next pitch, swung on and missed, and he got him. So a nice recovery, and with that play, the whole complexion of the inning changed. You had a runner on first, nobody out, and they were looking for more a 2-ball count, and within one pitch, he got a strike, he got an out on the bases, and 2 pitches later, now there's 2 outs, nobody on. So 2 down and no one on. This will leave it up to Michael Cervantes, the Auburn third baseman, to keep the inning going. Standing in from the right side. That pitch is grounded right back up the middle. That'll sneak on through to center field for a 2-out base knock. As Cervantes reaches, he's aboard with 2 gone. Here comes number 25, Dylan McKenzie, coming to the plate. The first baseman standing in from the right side again. For Auburn, that is their second hit of the evening. They have 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and it's 0-1-2 for Batavia. Digs in from the right side. Dylan McKenzie with the knees bent. Toes the rubber first base side. And the pitch is off the plate, just a little bit low and away, 1-0. Again, stands in from the right side, knees bent, and on deck is number 3, Kobe Stenson, who has the only RBI in the game. Pitch upstairs and inside, look out, as that was a little bit of a looping breaking ball that got away from Millville, and the count 2-0. Millville again having to really work hard in this half inning. From the first base side, it'll be a 2-0. And he yanked that breaking pitch in the dirt down and away. Looked to be a slider, and the count 3-0. stands back in from the right side of the plate. Pitch, he got the green light, and he fouled it right off the hand of the catcher, Mag, his glove. He's okay in the count, 3-1. Once more standing back in from the right side. McKenzie capable of putting up big numbers, and that's why he's batting right in the heart of the Auburn lineup. Again, coming set, it is the pitcher Millville, and they throw it at first to try to catch the base runner napping. Nothing doing, as he'll remain on first. 3-1 is the count, 2 outs. Standing back in from the right side, it is McKenzie. And the pitch swung on and laced into center field. Won't stay up long enough. Trapping it is the center fielder as the throw came into the shortstop Rodriguez. He'll cut it off to the left of the second base bag. And now there are 2 runners on again. Runners on first and second, and 2 men out. Good, solid contact. You could see the center fielder, Gavin Schrader, was hustling for it. Just couldn't get there in time. And there's runners on first and second, 2 down. And now there's going to be a mound visit, a meeting. We'll see if they make a pitching change or maybe just a mound visit here. Either way, this is a big situation in this game. Auburn has a 1-run lead, but they have another runner in scoring position, a couple of runners on, traffic on the base pass. They could really do some real damage here. As they continue to meet on the mound. John Karuba taking you through this one. We are in the top half of the third, so they're going to stick with Millville to try and get out of this. 2 outs and runners on first and second. And now that that little meeting on the mound is over, that powwow, we'll get ready for the next at bat. And that's going to be number 3, Kobe Stenson. Runners taking their leads off first and second. Stenson from the right side of the plate. Here comes the pitch home from Millville. Check, swing, and across the outside corner. He went around on the appeal, and the count 0-1. Stenson with a sacrifice fly back in the opening inning with the bases loaded, and that's been the only run in the game so far. Again, Millville working out a stretch, 3rd time tonight. Pitch in the dirt down way. Oh, what a play by Mag to get over there, as that looked like it was headed for the backstop, and Mag said, not so fast, baseball. I got across, and just a great play by the Muckdog catcher. Mag has made a couple of those tonight. Runners on first and second again, 2 men out. It'll be a 1-1 coming home from Millville. And now time is called, as he took a little too long to come set that time. Again, stands back in from the right side. 1-1 the count, and 2 outs. Stands back in, and here comes the 1-1, swung on and fouls it away into the seats down the right field line, and the count 1-2. Stands back in from the right side once more, as it'll be a 1-2 from Millville. Big pitch coming up in this game. Coming set, the 1-2 is off the plate, bit high and away, and the count is even, 2-2. John Karuba taking you through this one in the road half of the 3rd inning, and it is the Doubledays over the Muckdogs, 1-0. Runners off first and second. And it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch swung on, looped into right field, could be trouble, lays out, can't make the catch, gets behind him, 1 run will score standing up. Meanwhile, next runner moves up to 3rd and pulling into 2nd with a big hit. There it is again, Kobe Stenson, and Auburn doubles their lead in the top half of the 3rd. It's now 2-0 Doubledays. Just a good job there, just pulling the hands in. He went opposite field. That was a heck of an attempt by the right fielder. He tried, he laid out for it, lead him. He just couldn't come up with it, and once that happened, a run easily scored. So 2 down, runners on second and third. Here comes Blake Murray to the plate, and that pitch is across the inside corner, gets the call, 0-1. As again, we are in the top of the third, 2-0 Auburn, now our score. Again with the knees bent. The set and the pitch, waved at and missed, tied him up at the handle, 1-1. So now moving up to third because of that was McKenzie. Stenson was on second, and Cervantes is the one who crossed the plate there. Here comes the next one. Swung on and fouls it straight back, and the count is going to hold on Murray at 0-2. Stands back in from the left side of the plate. Once more, no ball, 2-strike offering will come from Millville. And the pitch is a waste pitch, high and away. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So on the scoreboard now 2-4-0 for Auburn, 0-1-2 for the Muckdogs. Again, from the left-hand side. Next pitch. And it is swung on and missed. He went over the top, pulled the string that time on the slider, and that'll do it. So for Auburn, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on bat. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Auburn.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the official hotel partner of the Batavia Muckdogs. Be sure to visit us at BataviaDownsGaming.com and click on the Hotel tab to see our latest and greatest offers. That's BataviaDownsGaming.com.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model. Fans, if you or anyone you know would like to recognize a veteran at one of our home games, please email us with their name and a good email or phone to contact them at. The vet who is recognized will receive 4 free tickets to that game. Please get the word out and send an email to samdefilippo12@gmail.com. Again, that's samdefilippo12@gmail.com with a good email or phone to contact them at.
We are back here at Dwyer Stadium, and as we get set for the bottom of the third, Auburn with a 2-0 lead. And in the bottom of the third inning, leading off the inning, it is going to be number 2, Gavin Schrader, the center fielder. Digs in from the left side of the plate. First pitch is waved at and missed, and the count 0-1. So far, the difference in this game, 2 RBIs off the bat of Kobe Stenson, and that's been the difference to this point. Next pitch is off the plate, just a bit away, and the count is even, 1-1. Again, digs back in from the left side of the plate. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and hit high in the air, looped down the left field line. A nice hustling catch in fair territory that time, and that was the left fielder, Dominic Guccia. Nice play on the run, 1 away. So here is Caleb Rodriguez coming to the plate. On the scoreboard, 2-4-0 for Auburn, beating 0-1-2 for the Muckdogs. John Kruba taking you through this one. Right now, no one warming in either bullpen. As again, digging in for the right side. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Rodriguez hits it foul territory behind first base. Settling underneath it to put it away is McKenzie, and 2 up, 2 down. So it's only taken 4 pitches to record the first 2 outs. And that's a nice job there by Kinney of being efficient and economical. 2 down and no one on. We go back to the top of the lineup. Levi Aguilar standing in, the left fielder from the right side of the plate. First pitch is off the plate, down and outside, and the count 1-0. Again, stands in from the right side. It'll be a 1-0, and that is just off the plate, little bit low, and the count 2-0. Again, stands back in from the right side. Looking in, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back behind the plate, 2-1. And a reminder that Levi Aguilar is the Tully's hitman of the day. If he gets on base, all the people attending tonight's game could get a coupon upon completion of the ball game. It'll be a 2-1 home. Swung on and taps it foul outside the third base bag, and the count is level at 2-2. So Aguilar again standing in for the right side. Meanwhile, Kinney is on the mound. Once more going to get the sign. They set up inside. Pitch is off the plate. A good take that time, down and away. Looked to be a little bit tempting, but Aguilar was not fooled, and the count is run full. Here comes the full count pitch. Swung on and smashed down the left field line, but that's going to go well foul outside the left field foul pole. He got a good piece of that one. He really hit that hard. He just hooked it a little too much down that left field line. So the count holds at 3-2. Once more, they come set. Pitch is off the plate, a little bit low. It looked like the home plate umpire wanted to ring him up, but did not do so. So the inning stays alive as Aguilar will trot on down to first on the free pass. So 2 down, runner on first. Tying run comes to the plate in the form of second baseman, left-handed hitting, Brian Fry. Fry digging in from the left side. Kenny working out of the stretch for only the second time tonight. And here it comes. It is a fastball, zips it across the heart of the plate on the outside third, 0-1. Fry again standing in from the left side. He'll come set, the 0-1, and that is off the plate, a little bit high. 1-1 now. So the pitcher again, that is Kinney, going to work out of the stretch. Runner takes his lead off first. The 1-1 is off the plate, borderline. Boy, the strike zone seems to be tightening just a bit, and the count 2-1. Again, Fry from the left side. He will await a 2-1 offering here from Kinney. Runner taking his lead off first. The pitch is across the outside third. That is a called second strike, and the count 2-2. Once again, stands in left side. Knees bent. His stance is a little bit halfway between open and closed. It'll be a 2-2 runner in motion, and that pitch is swung on and fouled back as they had the hit and run on. Base runner was on the move that time. That was Aguilar, but because it went foul, he'll do what a base runner loves to do and make that slow jog back to his previous base on first. Again, digs in from the left side. He'll await another 2-2 pitch coming up. And the delivery again, hitter on the move. That is sliced to the gap left center. And that's trouble. It gets down. Goes all the way to the wall. And they're going to send the runner home from third. Here's the throw. Here's the play. The ball gets away from the catcher. That's going to allow the runner to move up to third. And coming across to score. A big RBI double, and I believe the throw is what allowed Brian Fry to get to third. But in any event, the Muckdogs will take it, and the home half of the third with 2 men out Auburn 2, Batavia 1. Muckdogs on the board. Great job just taking it to the opposite field. And once you saw that ball rolling, neither outfielder, even on their high horse, couldn't get to it. And all of a sudden, we got a brand new ball game. Auburn 2-1, tying run 90 feet away as we're going to have another gathering on the mound. So for Brian Fry, give him credit for the RBI, as it's now a 2-1 game, 2-4-0 for Auburn, 1-3-2 for Batavia. So just a huge hit, pulled the hands in, got a good swing at it. It was a pitch that was a little bit over the inner third, and they made him pay the price. 2-1 our score. And another reason that's big, not only is that Fry's first RBI of the season, but also it gets the crowd right back into it. They were maybe a little bit dormant just from the offense being shut down to this point, but they're right back into it now, as again, their team 90 feet away from tying it up. And with that being the case, here is Tyler Canoe coming in. He'll step up from the right side. A big chance to deliver a game-tying blow. Here comes the pitch, and that is off the plate, downstairs inside. 1-0 the count. So already one run on the board here in the bottom of the third for Batavia, looking for more as the fans now starting in unison to chant, "Let's go Muckdogs." Next pitch is off the plate again, inside 2-0. You wonder if the pitcher, Kinney, is just being careful with Canoe. You have to respect his power, and he's in the driver's seat right now, 2-0. And the pitch is off the plate high and away, and now it's 3-0. At this point, if you're Canoe, you just should probably take a pitch here, make him throw you a strike. We'll see if that's what he does. Rio is right over the heart of the plate, right down Broadway, and the count 3-1. That was probably a good take there. I don't think Canoe loved that pitch, so he decided to just hold. He's still 3-1. Next pitch is across the inside corner at the letters, and now the count back to full. At this point, if Canoe sees anything he likes, he's certainly going to probably pull the trigger here. 3-2, 2 outs. Fry off of third, and here comes the pitch. Swung on, chopped to short. Going to be a tough play. Throw to first is in. Time they make it to strand the tying run on third. But Batavia right back in it. 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors, and the tying run left 90 feet away. Let's take this to the fourth. We got a good one, folks. Auburn 2, Batavia 1 on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history. This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, top half of the fourth inning, and we have a brand new game. Batavia coming up with a huge run in the bottom of the third to respond to Auburn's second run. So far, the RBIs in the game, 2 from Kobe Stenson for Auburn and 1 from Brian Fry for Batavia, and that's where we stand right now, 2-4-0 over 1-3-2. I'm John Karuba taking you through this one. And as we go to the top of the fourth, Connor Brayla the DH, will stand in and lead it off for Auburn. First pitch, check swing, and fouls it back behind the plate, and the count 0-1. As again, looking to see if anyone is warming down in that Muckdog bullpen. Getting the sign, setting up on the outer third. And the pitcher went into his windup, Millville, and then stopped and called time there. Now they dig back in from the right side. Brayla is the one who called time. Now he'll await an 0-1 pitch. Fastball, that is down and low in the dirt. Got away from the catcher, Mag, and the count is even at a ball and a strike apiece. So for Auburn, after allowing that one run to score, I'm sure they'd love to be able to answer again and reestablish that multiple run lead. Again, digs in from the right side. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and that is laced foul in the air down the right field line. That'll get out of play. And the count now 1-2. Again, top of the fourth inning, and Auburn with the one-run edge. Once again, digs in from the right side. Brayla trying to find a way to get a base hit here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Millville, here's the pitch, and that is off the plate, a little bit low and away, and the count is even at 2-2. Once more, digs back in right side. Millville coming set, and the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, and that's going to get through the hole. It's short and third into left field for a leadoff base knock. And if you want to have a response inning, that's exactly how you start it off. A leadoff single for Brayla. So here comes the catcher, number 32, Caden Cram. With the runner on first, nobody out. Comes to the plate, batting from the right side. Millville again going to have to work out of the stretch here from the first base side. Squares to bunt does Cram, but he takes it high and away. And then Mag thought about making a snap throw down to first, but thought better of it. 1-0. Again, stands in from the right side. Now he's immediately squaring to bunt, does Cram, and he gets it down. Slow roller up the first base line. Millville throws it on to first. Plenty of time, but he does his job. He advances the base runner up 90 feet. So Brayla is now on second with one man gone. So with that sacrifice being successful, you score it 2-3 with one down, runner on second. Here is Dominic Guccia, the left fielder, coming to the plate. Again, stands in from the right side. Toes the rubber, looking for a pitch. And that is down and away. And the count going to be 1-0. Again, standing in from the right side. Guccia just trying to maybe take one right back up the middle. If he could do so, probably gives his team a 2-run lead again. Pitch high and away, 2-0. For the Muckdogs. Now we're starting to get some action down in the bullpen. Looks like they're going to get some relievers warm. And at this point, with how hard Millville had to work in this game, not really surprising. Digs back in from the right side, does Guccia. Pitch is yanked off the plate, high and away, 3-0. As Guccia looking to drive in his teammate Connor Brayla from second base. Once more stands in from the right side of the plate. On the scoreboard, it is now 2-5-0 for Auburn against 1-3-2 for the Muckdogs. And the pitch is off the plate, high and away. And now runners on first and second, one man out. Smart move here by the catcher, Mag. He's going to go out and have a word with his pitcher, Millville. And again, that's an intelligent move right there. Try to settle him down. Try to relax him. And you also wonder at this point, is he starting to get a little bit fatigued? He has had to throw a ton of pitches in this game. You wonder if that's starting to catch up with him. As Zach Cowan comes to the plate. Cowan, the second baseman, and the number 10 hitter in the lineup. And it would serve Millville well to get him out here because then you're going back to the top of the lineup as Erickson's on deck. First pitch into the lefty swinger is across the inside corner, letter high, 0-1. Again, Cowan awaiting an 0-1 pitch. Runners on first and second, one man out. As Brayloff second, Guccia first. Pitch taken the other way into left field for a base hit. Charging hard the left fielder. They put on the brakes, and now the runner's going for home, and he's caught in a rundown. As meanwhile, the other runner's going to go to second, diving back for third, and he got back in there. He got back in there as it looked like they had him dead to rights. And now the umpire is signaling that a runner is out. And so Guccia is retired. The one thing there, the catcher, Mag, was running the runner back to the third base bag, and he's very lucky that an out got called because that almost cost them. Again, they decided to put the brakes on late there. It was a base hit to left field. They came home with it. However, in the end, they decided about 3/4 of the way down the third baseline to put the brakes on. He lost his footing, and then just a melee ensued, went back towards third, and originally they called him back safe, but then you could see the second base umpire signaled and out at third. So after that, moving up to second was Cowan, and a runner does still remain on third. That's Cram, and Guccia is out. As again, we are going to get a pitching change here. So after all of that, a big turn of events. The important thing for the Muckdogs is the third run did not score, so it remains a 2-1 game. Millville now is being taken out of the game, and the Muckdogs are going to go to a new pitcher. One thing that should be noted, though, Cowan did a nice job on that pitch. Took it down and away, just hooked it into left. And again, that would have been an interesting play. That throw was very good to the third baseman, the cutoff throw from the left fielder. But as that runner kept going and approaching the plate, would have been interesting to see if they could have gotten him. Regardless, because he threw the brakes on, that pretty much just threw it out of whack. And when he went back to third, he got called out as the third base bag was already occupied by another runner. So, by rule, he is called out. And 2 away, runners remain on second and third. And the most important thing, as I said, Batavia is still only down 2-1. And now coming into this game for the Muckdogs, it is number 66. Looking to see, I believe that is Hal. And indeed it is Alex Hale who will take over for Millville. So Millville went 4 2/3. Remember, he is not off the hook yet because he's still responsible for the runners on second and third. But his official day of pitching is over after 4 2/3. And he made a lot of big pitches too. He kept his team in the ball game. He really had to grind, but he kept them in the game, and you got to respect him for that. As it remains a 2-1 game here in the top half of the fourth inning. Just a crazy play all the way around. And again, that was Mag running that runner back to third, got him back to the base, and then when that happened, he was called out. So the play will resume. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Now that all of that is sorted out, here's the leadoff hitter, Cooper Erickson. Erickson from the right side with the knees bent. From the first base side. Here comes the pitch. And that is off the plate, down and in 1-0. This is still a big RBI opportunity for Erickson. If he could just tuck one in the left like Cowan just did, for sure 1 run's going to score and probably 2. So the Muckdogs certainly not out of the woods yet. It'll be a 1-0, and the pitch Swung on, popped him up. This might get him out of the jam. Ranging over to the left field side and making the catch on the run was the shortstop, Caleb Rodriguez. And in 2 pitches, Hal gets out of the jam. So despite all the craziness, we go to the bottom of the 4th. And for Muckdog fans, you can breathe now. Your team's still only down by the same score they entered the inning, trailing by 2-1. I'm John Kruba taking you through this one on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors too.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the area's premier entertainment destination. Get the full experience by visiting one of our 4 great restaurants, watch live racing, take in a concert, and visit the gaming floor. You'll be able to dine, play, and stay at our facility in our boutique 84-room hotel. For more information, visit us on Facebook or at BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Fans, if you or anyone you know would like to recognize a teacher that has made a difference to you, please nominate them to be Teacher of the Game. If a teacher is picked, they will get 2 free tickets to a home game, and we will shout them out during our 4th inning. Please get the word out and send an email to SAMD.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 our score in favor of Auburn. As we're back now, Burroway going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th for the Muckdogs. First pitch is off the plate, down and away, and the count 1-0. Stands back in from the right side, and it'll be a 1-0 pitch. Fastball just missing off the plate, maybe a little inside, and 2-0 is the count. Digs back in from the right side once more. 2-ball, no strike pitch comes home, and that is across the inside corner. Got the call that time, knee high at the belt, 2-1. Burroway awaiting another 2-1. Swung on and a high pop fly down that first base line, but that's going to reach the seats out of play. 2-2. On the scoreboard, 2-6-0 for Auburn. 1-3-2 for Batavia, but at this point, Auburn's got to be scratching their head a little bit at how they have just 2 runs despite having traffic almost every inning. As the next pitch is across the inside corner. Strike 3 is called as he painted it on the black. 1 away. And you can see Burroway disagreed with the call, but he accepts it and he is gone on the punch out. 1 gone and no one on. Here is Alec Mag coming to the plate, the catcher, who has been one of the stars of this game defensively. He's made a couple of great throws, and he helped on the last one. First pitch swinging, lifts it in the air, routine fly ball to straightaway right. Not much trouble, puts it away, 2 down. As that was the right fielder Murray on to make the catch for Auburn. So 2 away and no one on base. Once again, here is Batavia's own number 9, Jerry Reinhardt. Reinhardt coming to the plate. It's up to him to try and keep the inning alive. Now remember, in the last half of the 4th, there were 2 outs, and all of a sudden 2 hits later, Batavia was on the board. First pitch is across the outside corner, 0-1. And in their home opener against Elmira, a good majority of their runs did come with 2 outs. So having 2 outs, no one on, that doesn't faze this Muckdog team. Next pitch is across the inside third, and it's 0-2. So Reinhardt now really up against it, 0-2 with 2 outs, no one on base. Still a 2-1 ball game. And the pitch is off the plate just a little bit high and away, 1-2. Once again, stands in from the right side. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and that is an impressive inning that time for Auburn. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1-2-3 inning. Only a second time all game this has happened. We go to the fifth inning. Our score remains 2-1 Auburn over Batavia on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Top of the fifth, just about set to get rocking and rolling here from beautiful Dwyer Stadium in downtown Batavia. And our score after 4, 2-1 Auburn, as Auburn does come back to the plate this time. We'll see if they can tack on to their lead. Ryan Cicerini, the center fielder, digs in to lead it off. From the left side of the plate, first pitch, swung on and rockets one to the gap in right center. Schrader coming on diving and could not make the play as he trapped it. And are they saying he caught it? Yes, he did. Originally, it looked like he trapped it, but he did make the play. What a snag in right field by Gavin Schrader. And he is an electrifying player, folks. He really is. He came just leaping in and made the catch. That's why they're so excited to have him. Josh Leadham just getting a great jump of that ball and made the catch. So, 1 gone as Auburn got robbed of a base hit there. And now it's number 5, Michael Cervantes. First pitch is off the plate, a little bit high and tight at the hands. Letter high, 1-0. Boy, Batavia, one thing, yes, they made 2 errors, but they have made quite a few outstanding plays defensively tonight. And that's another one. If Batavia wins this game, bookmark that play. Next pitch is off the plate, down and away, and the count 2-0. So Alex Hell now in for his second inning of work. He came on in relief of Joshua Millville. And he was able to get out of that jam in the 4th. And now already 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Coming set is Hale. The set and the pitch. Off the plate, down and away. Losing command in this at bat a little bit. And the count 3-0. As Cervantes digs back in from the right side of the plate, manning the hot corner this evening for visiting Auburn. As it'll be a 3-ball, no-strike pitch. Fastball that time right down Main Street. Dialed it up that time, 3-1. Hal again from the first base side, towing the rubber. Power against power. Cervantes has plenty of it. From the right side, 3-1 is off the plate inside at the shoelaces, and that is a 5-pitch walk. Cervantes will take the casual stroll down to first, and there's 1 on with 1 out. Fans, a reminder that you can also check out the Batavia Muckdogs social media feeds. They're down in the right-hand corner on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So runner on first and 1 gone. Here is number 3, Kobe Stenson, who has 2 ribbies on the day. Swung on and missed at that first pitch, 0-1. Check that, it's Dylan McKenzie at the plate. Kobe Stenson's on deck. McKenzie again from the right side of the plate. taking his lead off of first. It is Cervantes. And now time is called at the plate. John Karuba taking you through this one in the home half. Or check that in the top of the fifth inning. 2-1 our score in favor of Auburn. Auburn getting a run both in the first and the third. And then it was Brian Fry with an RBI double in the home half of the third. And now they throw back over to first, although that's a low pickoff. Not really all that close as the count remains 0-1. McKenzie again stands in from the right side of the plate. So far it's been a pretty good pitching matchup. As again, only 3 runs on the board. Here comes the next pitch. It is upstairs and inside. And the count is even, 1-1. And, you know, we mentioned in our opening how Jekyll and Hyde that Auburn has been, and you're kind of seeing it again. By this point, last time against Newark, they already had close to double-digit runs. Right now, just 2. This is kind of repeating what happened when they were on the road against Utica, a game they lost 4-1. Next pitch is a breaking ball. Gets the call that time across the outside third, and the count now 1-2. 2-6-0 here for Auburn. 1-3-2 for Batavia. Once again, digs in from the right side. As it'll be a 1-2. Another pickoff attempt at first, but a diving slide gets back in easily. McKenzie again from the right side of the plate. He'll await a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch as Cervantes taking a decent lead off first, being held on. And the next pitch is swung on and grounded foul outside third base bag. Count holds. As it's the first baseman Daniel Burroway who was holding him on for the Muckdogs. Again, thank you for making us a part of your Monday evening here on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. John Karuba on the call. Auburn with a 2-1 lead over Batavia in the top of the fifth. Runner on first. 1 gone. Here comes the pitch. The pitcher's count, it is swung on and grounded foul well outside of third, and the count remains 1-2. For Hal, he's been good so far this season. For Batavia, he came in the home opener. He only got 1 out, but it set up Carlos Rodriguez to get his first save of the year. And then you add on to the fact that he came out in relief here. Hal has been very good for them. Hit on the ground at third, past the try, and it went off the glove of Reinhardt into left field. And so Auburn now has 2 aboard with 1 man out. That was a hard-hit ground ball. It may have caught the lip of the edge of the infield grass inside the cutout at third, and then Reinhardt tried to field it but couldn't handle it cleanly. And into left, it's a base hit. So now here we go. Number 3, Kobe Stenson, and he has loved these situations so far tonight. Already has 2 RBIs. He is responsible for the Auburn offense. Stenson digs in for the right side of the plate. Taking their leads off first and second. And now time is called as Hal was mid-windup. Always a little nerve-wracking when you see something like that happen. You don't want a pitcher to pull something going into his release and then just stopping abruptly like that as time was called. Auburn taking their runners, their lead off first and second. As McKenzie is off first, Cervantes off second. And now tried to whirl around to second. Nobody was there. Tried to pull that old Jeff Nelson. Fake to first, fake to third. Again from the first base side. Hal ready to go. And the pitch is down and off the plate. Yanked it a little bit low and away. And the count 2-0. On the scoreboard right now, 2-1. Auburn still holding on to that lead. Now digs back in for the right side. Coming set as the pitcher. Hal goes into his windup and deals. And that is a fastball in there for a called strike on the black. And the count 1-1. Once more from the right side. It's Stenson with 2 hits and 2 at-bats, including a sac fly and a couple runs driven in. It'll be a 1-1 on its way. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. That time he pulled the string on him nicely, expecting dead red. Went right over an off-speed breaking pitch. 1-2. So again, runners off first and second, taking decent leads. Runner on first, that is McKenzie, not being held on at all. Once again, it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Hale, the righty, and that is off the plate just a bit high. That is a good take there from Stenson, and the count is back to being even at 2-2. So he digs back in from the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second for Auburn in the top half of the 5th. Hale getting ready to deliver a 2-2 offering. This is a big pitch, big spot in the game. And drops in a breaking ball. Beautiful pitch across the inside corner. Strike 3 is called. So Stenson, sorry, thanks for playing. You're not going to drive in an RBI this time. He is gone on the punch out. 2 away, and runners remain on first and second. So now that Stenson couldn't get the job done, Blake Murray coming to the plate from the left side. First and second with 2 men out. As Hale going to step off. Again, digs in from the left side of the plate. And now time is called. So 2 down, runners still first and second. Blake Murray, the right fielder, from the left-handed side of the plate. Going to try and see if he can't at least single back up the middle. If he does so, most likely with Cervantes' speed, that's going to bring him home and give Auburn another run. We'll see if Hale can get out of it, though. First pitch comes set. Swung on and missed right over the top. 0-1. Murray again standing in left side. Hale toes the rubber from the first base side of the mound. Runners off first and second. For Hale trying to keep that runner on second, especially close. Pitch is downstairs inside, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, stands in left side of the plate. 1-1 about to come home. Hale getting the sign. It'll be a 1-1 delivery. Swung on, popped him up behind the plate. Catcher Mag, does he have a play? And he does! He does! How about that? As that ball really carried the wind, the slight breeze grabbed it, lost balance, went back to his left, but put it away over the shoulder, and that's a big play that time by Batavia. So for Auburn, again, they come up empty. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll take this to the home half of the 5th. Auburn 2, Batavia 1 on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here.
Auburn, number 4, Bobby Curry. Curry now pitching for the Doubledays.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, home half of inning number 5. Auburn with a 2-1 lead and a new pitcher in this game for the Doubledays. It's going to be number 4, Bobby Curry, on in relief of the Doubledays starter, Connor Kinney, who finishes after 4 innings pitched. And as we go to the home half of the 5th inning, it's still a 2-1 ball game for Auburn. Curry delivers first pitch, is swung on and fouled away down that right field line by the leadoff hitter, number 16, Josh Leadham, the right fielder, who made it a great diving catch back in the last half inning, robbing Cervantes of a base hit. Digs back in from the right side of the plate. Liam Ward and Gavin Schrader to follow in the Muckdog lineup. Next pitch is off the plate, down and away. A sweeping breaking ball, but not enough movement to get him to chase. 1-1. Curry towing the rubber from the first base side. The 1-1. Swung on, hit on the ground. Routine play. Backhanded by the shortstop. Across the diamond. That's a good play. 1 gone. And you got to give a little bit of credit there to Auburn and their shortstop, Cooper Erickson. He has really handled his position very well this season. And that was a nice play. Had to go to his left, field it on the backhand, and then make the strong throw on target, which he did. 1 gone. So 1 away and no one on. Here is Liam Ward, the extra hitter, number 29, coming to the plate for your Muckdogs. From the right side, and Curry, the lefty, on the mound. First pitch comes in, and that is off the plate, maybe a little bit low. 1-0. John Kruba taking you through this one here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. Auburn still up by a 2-1 score. Next pitch, off the plate again, a little bit high, and the count 2-0. So for Batavia, really trying to get something going offensively. They've only had a couple chances tonight and really haven't been able to convert, but it's still just a 1-run game. Next pitch is across the inner third, and the count 2-1. Although it certainly feels like a bigger gap with the way Auburn is pitched tonight. 2-7-0 for Auburn, 1-3-2 for the Muckdogs. Pitch is downstairs and inside, and the count 3-1. But we know how resilient the Muckdogs are. They can never be counted out of a game. And you know what, the way this offense can explode, just 1 half inning could change this whole game and turn it on its ear. The 3-1 swung on, hit right back to the pitcher. Off his leg, Curry has it, turns and fires to first, and that's a bad break for the Muckdogs. That was ticketed for center field, but Curry corralled it, made the throw to first, 2 away. Well, he hit the ball hard. Not a whole lot you can do about that one. If you're Liam Ward, you had a good at bat. You put the ball in play with authority. Just didn't get the break. So 2 gone, no one on. Here is Gavin Schrader, the center fielder, who is, as I mentioned before, absolutely an electric player. He can put the bat on the ball and has power to boot. Fans very excited when he comes to bat, and you can certainly see why. Gavin Schrader digging in from the left side of the plate. As Curry going to tow the rubber from the third base side. It's only taken him 6 pitches to dispatch the first 2 hitters. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Blew it by him that time. Came with the high hard stuff, 0-1. Schrader from the left side with the knees bent. Ready to go. It'll be an 0-1. Swung on and a high pop fly towards left center. Now coming in, but the center fielder able to track it and race it down. That's Cesarini to put it away for the final out of the inning. So the Muckdogs go quietly again into that good Batavia night. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We go to the 6th inning, 5 complete. It's an official game from Dwyer Stadium. 2-1 Auburn here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history.
We are back here at Dwyer Stadium as we go to the 6th inning. It is Auburn clinging to a 1-run lead, 2-1, right here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. And it's Connor Brayla, number 24, leading off this half inning for the visiting Doubledays. So he will dig in from the right side of the plate. He will go to work again against number 66, Alex Hale. 2-7-0 on the board for Auburn. 1-3-2 for the Muckdogs. First pitch is swung on and missed. Dialed it up with some high heat on the radar gun that time. 0-1. Again, digging in from the right side, it is Brayla, Caden Cram, and Dominic Guccia, the next two to follow in the Doubleday lineup. It'll be an 0-1 here from Hal. Swung on and fouls it straight back. Quickly in a hole is the leadoff hitter Brayla. 0-2. This has been a well-pitched, pretty quick ball game compared to the home opener. The one thing for Batavia is their one big swing from getting back into it. They just haven't been able to come up with it to this point. But as we know, in PGCBL action, still a few more innings, anything could happen. Next pitch is swung on, and that is smoked to the gap in left center field. And that's going to go over the head of the center fielder, Schrader. And off to the races goes Kamla, and he throws it in. It is the shortstop, Rodriguez, who cuts it off. And standing on second with a leadoff double, it is Connor Brayla. And he really got a good piece of that one. It got out there in a hurry. That was a rocket to left center. So he is standing on second with nobody out, and Auburn has an early threat. Runner on second and nobody out. So here comes the catcher, Caden Cram, number 32, standing in from the right side of the plate. Looking in his Hal. We'll see if he can get out of his own jam now. Pitch is dotted across the inside corner, 0-1. That's already the 8th hit on the ball game, if you can believe that, for Auburn, but still only 2 runs to show for it. Again, Cram going to dig in from the right side. He will await a no-ball, 1-strike offering. Pitch is thrown, swung on, and a high pop fly again towards left center. This time Schrader underneath it. He'll make the call. He'll make the catch well shy of the track. 1 away. Meanwhile, heading back towards second, it is number 24, Connor Brayla. So 1 gone and a runner still in scoring position. That's a big out there for Hale. And now here comes the left fielder, the number 9 hitter, Dominic Guccia, number 17. He'll come to the plate. He is a righty swinging left fielder as he'll stand in. Hale working out of the stretch. Only the second time this game he's had to do it. Ready to go. The pitch is down and off the plate, a little bit low as Mag couldn't corral it, and the count 1-0, but prevented the runner from moving to third. So 1-0 with the runner on second and 1 out. Gucci is standing in, waiting for his pitch, trying to extend the lead, and that is upstairs and inside. Look out, up and in his wheelhouse, forced him to back off the plate. 2-0. Dangerous pitch up coming here for Hale, 2-0. You can't groove one with that runner on second. Again, Gucci in the driver's seat, 2 balls, no strikes. Runner takes his lead off second. That's Brayla. Pitch is swung on, fights it off into right center, and going back and then retreating to make the catch. It was the right fielder that time for Batavia Leadham. Another nice play. He'll throw it back. Meanwhile, runner holds again at second. And now Auburn is just 1 out away from wasting a leadoff double, and that always stings, especially in a close 1-run ball game. So 2 gone and a runner on second. Here comes the second baseman, Zach Cowan, taking his turn at bat from the left side. Righty Hale is on the mound. Runner not being held on at second. Here comes the pitch, and that is off the plate, a bit high and away, and the count 1-0. On the scoreboard, 2-8-0 for Auburn, looking to extend, as right now they're just nursing that lead, and it is 1-3-2 for your Muckdogs. And the pitch is upstairs and inside at the letters, and that's off the plate, and the count now 2-0. And now time was called. Looking to see what happened is now the runner is over on third, as it was called a balk. So a balk came. So they said that on that pitch was a balk. So no pitch, but the runner does advance to third. So a runner on third now and 2 men out. So a big opportunity now. Another run 90 feet away. Pitch is off the plate, high and outside, and the count 2-0. As Hale now finding himself in a big-time jam, runner on third and 2 men out. As again, a balk was called. So that's going to allow Brala to take his lead off of third. Pitch is across the outside corner, gets the call, and it's 2-1. From this vantage point, looking to see, it didn't appear that Hale did anything that would have been called a balk, but the second base umpire did rule that, and it allowed that base runner to move up to third, as it'll be a 2-1 count with 2 outs. And that is downstairs inside at the shoelaces, 3 balls and a strike. And Cowan again digs in from the left side. Hale from the first base side of the rubber. Meanwhile, on deck again, danger alert, as it's the leadoff hitter Cooper Erickson who is on deck. Should Cohen reach? And he will reach, as it's high and upstairs outside. Ball 4. So now runners on the corners with 2 men out for Auburn. So first and third, 2 gone. Here is Cooper Erickson, and he has a real opportunity here to divide and come up with what could be a really big blow in this game. Again, with 2 outs, remember, runners are going to be off with contact, the crack of the bat. So any deep drive down the line or into the gap probably gets 2 runs home, and that may just be enough for Auburn, the way Batavia's offense is going tonight. But Auburn has had a few chances to launch a potential knockout blow and haven't been able to do it. We'll see if they do so right here. Cooper Erickson standing in, right side of the plate. Righty against righty matchup as Hale on the mound. Runners taking the lead off first and third. Pitch is off the plate, down and away, 1-0. So Cowan is off of first, and off of third is Connor Brayla, who led off this inning with a leadoff double. Again, Erickson digging in from the right side of the plate, as it'll be a 1-0. Hale coming set. And a runner goes. Pitch is across the inside corner. Of course, you can understand why Mag didn't want to come up throwing on that. You didn't want to risk an airmail allowing that runner from third to score. You didn't want to fall for that old bait and throw, almost double steal type tactic. The one thing it does do, though, it makes it much easier for a base hit to score 2 runs now. So Hale ready to go from the first base side of the rubber. Here comes the 1-1. and that is off the plate, low and away. 2 balls and a strike now. So Hale needs to find a way to make one more big, important pitch. He's been doing it all season to this point for Batavia, and they could sure use one right now, as it's a 2-1 count. Runners now on second and third. Cowan off second, and Brayla off third. Not being held on either base, and he makes a pitch, hit towards the shortstop. Rodriguez has it on to first. They got him. That is a nice play. Even as the runner from second was going, he never lost sight of the ball, fielded it clean. Strong throw to whip it over to first, and Burroway made the catch to record the final out. So they escape a Houdini act once again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Go to the home half of the 6th, 2-1 Auburn here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home.
We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Another new pitcher in the game for Auburn, their 3rd use today, as it's going to be number 42, Brandon Matthews, on the mound. As we are under the lights here at Dwyer Stadium, and our score 2-1 Auburn over Batavia. The Muckdogs haven't had much success under the first 2 pitchers. We'll see if this pitching change makes a difference in this game. Brandon Matthews, the 6'3", 170-pound senior from Youngstown State. And Caleb Rodriguez going to lead off this inning, and then it goes back to the top of the lineup for Aguilar. And for Rodriguez, he made a very nice play to end the top half of the 6th, fielded it clean, even with the runner blocking his view, and he kept a run from scoring and kept him in the game. First pitch drills him right in the back upstairs, and that's certainly not what Matthews wanted to do, and the crowd letting him hear it a little bit, but Rodriguez is okay, more than happy to head down to first, and the leadoff runner is on for the Muckdogs with nobody out. So back to the lap we go. Here's Aguilar. Aguilar standing in from the right side. Again, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-1 is our score in favor of Auburn. What was an overcast day has turned into a pretty nice evening here at Dwyer Stadium. Again, under the lights, packed house. Runner squares to bunt, but he's going to chop it foul behind the plate. 0-1. No issue with that. Aguilar trying to create some offense. There's a potential opportunity to tie the game. Saw if he could get one in and surprise them, but it just went foul. As the count is 0-1, stands back in from the right side. It'll be an 0-1 delivery. And now turns and throws to first. However, nothing doing on that pickoff try. So Caleb Rodriguez is on first, taking a lead, being held on there, though. Meanwhile, at the plate is Aguilar. Pitch is off the plate, down and away. And the count 1-1, as that was well off the plate. Aguila 0 for 1 today with a walk. He did score on a Brian Fry double that turned into a 3-bagger. Runner goes, pitch down and in. There's going to be no throw as it got away just enough from the catcher Cram. And so motoring on into second, uncontested, is Rodriguez. And now for Batavia, that might turn the bunt back on. Runner on second, nobody out. And a big opportunity to get the equalizer. Digs back in from the right side is Aguila. Here comes the pitch. Up and in, and that got him. And it looks like that ran in and drilled him in the back as well. So now first and second, nobody out. So this is an exciting, albeit very painful rally for the Muckdogs. They had to get drilled by 2 pitches in the mid-back. But regardless, runners on first and second and no one out. And now this will draw a visit to the mound. So Matthews, who was brought in to extinguish any potential fires, he's lighting one and igniting a spark right now. First and second, nobody out. So here comes the second hitter, the guy who has the only RBI in the game for the Muckdogs, and that's second baseman number 24, Brian Fry. As Fry just taking some warm-up swings. He's got a lot of power for a lefty hitter, and the thing about him is he can take the ball the opposite way. That's exactly what he did to get that 3-bagger back in the 4th inning. He just took it the other way and ripped it. They couldn't get there, and that allowed Batavia's only run to this point to score. So Fry coming up with an opportunity to really change the game here. Stands in from the left side. And Matthews on the mound. He's in a load of trouble. He squares the bunt, does Fry, and doesn't get it down as both the runners went back. That pitch is called low, 1-0. So 1-0, runners on first and second and nobody out. Again, digs in from the left side of the plate. It'll be a 1-ball, no-strike pitch. Fry with the bunt. A slow roller up the third base line. It's a beauty. It's going to be a base hit. How about that? They were hoping it would go foul, but it did not. It was a slow roller up the third base line. Perfectly placed is the definition of that one. And for the Muckdogs, get into it, Batavians. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 1-run game, and this could be in the balance here. And you have one of your most powerful hitters coming to the plate in Tyler Canoe. This is everything the Muckdogs, Coach Martinez, and all the fans here want. First, second, and third, nobody out, bases juiced, and an opportunity to do a lot of damage. Canoe from the right side, first pitch, swung on and missed, and you could tell he was trying to launch one over that Bully Hill sign in straightaway left field on that swing. 0-1 is the count. Meanwhile, Matthews, he's in a major bind. The infield comes in. Pitch is swung on, whack. That's going to give Batavia the lead into left center. 1-run scores. 2-run scores. They bobble it. They're going to put the brakes on the runner at third. Pulling into second with a huge 2-run double is Tyler Canoe. And Batavia, folks, for the first time tonight, has the lead 3-2 over Auburn. And that is a classic example of not trying to do too much. He got a fastball over the middle, and he ripped it into left center. And the manager for Auburn, he has seen enough of Matthews. He has taken the ball from him, and so they are making a pitching change, which is probably a good move. But Batavia now with a 3-2 lead over Auburn. And, folks, we had said how quickly this game could change, and it has shifted on a dime, and the Muckdogs now in the driver's seat with their first lead of the ball game. So another pitching change for the Doubledays as they're just trying to stay in this game. If you're Auburn, though, boy, do you have to be kicking yourself right now. You are up 2-0. You had several opportunities to really put Batavia out of it. You didn't do it, and now you're paying the price as your team now is down by a run 3-2. And Batavia's still looking for more. They got runners on second and third and nobody out. Well, we know, whoever's listening, we know that the owners, Robbie and Nellie Nichols, they got to be sitting there smiling right now as they see their team potentially having a golden opportunity to get a stranglehold on this game and go to 3-1 on the season and 2-0 at home. And, of course, that's going to make any owner happy, right? But, again, without them and what they've done and Mark and Tabitha Witt, we wouldn't be sitting here broadcasting a game for you right now. So they deserve a ton of credit for what they've done. And, folks, again, come on down. This Muckdog team is a ton of fun to watch. It's affordable, family-friendly. Come on down and support your team. As, again, it's a 3-2 Batavia lead in the home half of the sixth. Runners on second and third, nobody out. So it is ruled a double. That was a pretty hard hit ball, even once it fell in. So it's not a surprise that they necessarily didn't charge an error on that. So it's going to be 3-4-2 for Batavia and 2-8-0 for Auburn. And for the Doubledays, you got to be absolutely beside yourself. You're doubling the Batavia hit total, but you're losing. As the great Yankees announcer would say, that's baseball, Susan. And that certainly is the case right here, as Batavia has 3-2 lead under the lights at Dwyer Stadium. So, back to business now as Daniel Burroway comes in with a golden opportunity to give Batavia even more of an advantage in this one. Once again, the infield comes in for Auburn, trying to cut off the run at the plate. So here comes the first pitch. That is down and off the plate away. Nice job there by the catcher, Cram, to keep that in front of him. 1-0. Once again, digs in for the right side, and that would have allowed another run to score had that got by him. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is off the plate as well. 2-0 the count. So now finding themselves in a real bind here is Auburn, as they have a new pitcher in the game, as Brady, the freshman from Texas, is in. 2-0, and that is off the plate, and the count now 3-0. So Cole Brady, the freshman from Texas, he's not doing himself any favors. He's one ball away from loading the bases again. And remember, Matthews is the pitcher of record for Auburn, giving up a couple runs, and he's responsible for the runners on second and third. And now that pitch is called a strike at the knees across the inside corner. Looked like Burroway wanted to head down to first. Home plate umpire told him not so fast. 3-1 the count. Again, digs in from the right side. Brady working from the set, the pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle off the glove. Into center field for a base hit. That'll bring two more runs in to score. They'll score standing up and standing on first with a big 2 RBI single. Daniel Burroway, and the floodgates have opened, folks, here in the home half of the sixth inning. Batavia with a 4th spot on the board, a crooked number. They now lead 5-2. It's their largest lead of the game, biggest lead of the game for anybody. How about that? Again, you have to credit the Muckdogs. Very disciplined, smart at bats. They didn't try to do anything too crazy. They take what the pitcher gives them, and they're getting rewarded. As Alec Mag comes to the plate, the catcher. First pitch upstairs and inside, and that's going to draw a reaction from the crowd. You wonder if he's trying to go up and in, trying to intimidate a hitter. It's not going to work, especially with Mag, as it'll be a 1-0 from Brady. Working from the set, pitch is off the plate, down and in, 2-0. So Batavia, who originally didn't have much going offensively through the first 5 innings of this game, tell it to them in the 6th. They have pounced on Auburn so far. 2-0 is upstairs and inside again, 3-0. And Brady has lost the plate here. Again, Mag going to dig in from the right side. Runner off of first is Burroway. Here comes the set and the pitch. Upstairs and inside again, and that almost got him at the head. Luckily, it didn't. He'll head down to first, But the rally continues. The Muckdogs first and second, nobody out. No matter who Auburn brings in at this point, they're just not getting the job done. They're not locating, and the Muckdogs are being patient, letting them work themselves into trouble. So 5 runs and still only 4 hits on the board for Batavia. 2 runs and 8 hits for Auburn. So here comes Jerry Reinhardt, and the town already loves him. If he could come through with a big hit, I think they're going to love him even more. This place might explode. Squares to bunt, and that is a pitch down and inside, and the count 1-0. You know, I'd say the roof would come off the plate, but obviously we're playing outside, so there is no real roof, as it's a 1-0 count. Digs back in from the right side. Here comes the 1-0 again. Reinhardt pops up the bunt attempt, but that's going to go foul down the first base line, and the count is even 1-1. So again, it was 2-1 Auburn coming into this home half of the 6th, and Batavia, they've just taken that and ripped it right away from the Doubledays. 4 runs in, still nobody out as they have batted around here. It'll be a 1-1. Reinhardt with the bunt, and that's going to go foul again. And now the question becomes, with 2 strikes, does Reinhardt try and bunt again, risking a strikeout? Normally, I would say play small ball and go with the bunt here. But given how much trouble Auburn has had even getting it out, I'm not sure I'd want to gift them one. I'd probably have Reinhardt swing away, but again, that's why I'm up here. Here comes the 1-2. We'll see what happens. Pitch is upstairs and off the plate, and the count is even at 2-2. Reinhardt again from the right side of the plate. It'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike delivery as Brady in a whole world of trouble here. Runners off first and second, nobody out. And the pitch swung on and rips it just foul outside the third base bag. Count holds. Quick swing, good job with the hands. He just pulled it in, but he just could not keep it fair, and that's a shame. That would have probably been easily at least 1 run, maybe even 2. Reinhardt digs back in from the right side of the plate. Brady ready to go, and it'll be a 2-2. Well off the plate, high and away, and now Brady is 1 ball away from reloading the bases. The wheels have absolutely come off here for Auburn in this 6th inning, and Batavia could really blow this one open, as it'll be a full count offering. Reinhardt in from the right side. Time is called. So first at second, nobody out. So Burraway and Mag, who had a couple big hits in this inning, they are taking their leads off second and first, and again time is called. Brady really taking a long time. You could tell he is fighting it right now. He doesn't have great command, and he's trying to just stall and buy time. As it will be a 3-2. Brady finally comes set. And the pitch is downstairs inside at the shoelaces. Reinhardt with a hop, skip, and a jump to get out of the way. Heads down to first. Bases loaded again. Nobody out for the Muckdogs. And now, for all the times Auburn had a chance to put Batavia away, Batavia's got a real shot to put the Doubledays away for good in this one. As bases loaded, nobody out. Josh Leadham coming to the plate, but another call to the bullpen. Already the 3rd pitcher they're bringing in this inning. Still, again, yeah, no one is out, and that's the incredible thing. So many hitters and batters have reached, they've almost cycled the whole lineup. As we're in the bottom of the 6th, Batavia still holding tight to a 5-2 lead. And if you're just tuning in, better late than never, folks. John Karuba taking you through this one, and you've missed a lot, but stay tuned right now because you could be catching something pretty special here. Auburn up 2-0. Batavia got a run, and then the scoring pretty much stopped for a few innings, but in this bottom of the 6th, they went to Matthews, did Auburn. He hit a couple batters, couldn't record an out. They went to Cole Brady. He couldn't record an out. And now they're going to bring in yet another new pitcher. All the while, 4 runs have come across. And again, if you're just tuning in, that's how we've gotten to a 5-2 Batavia lead right here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. But again, even as they switch pitchers, we will keep it right here. What an opportunity Batavia has. This would be a real feel-good win if they could get it, though. A come-from-behind game, just like yesterday in Niagara. But this one, their offense really struggled over the first few innings, and now they have just busted out of it. And to be 2-0 at home, which is what they certainly have the chance to do now, that Muckdog clubhouse, they'd be jumping after this game. You know they'd be partying if they find a way to win this one. This would certainly be a character win earlier in the season and a team-building one for sure. And not only that, you'd be 3-1. You'd knock another division rival to 2-2. All that said, a lot on the stake here. And Batavia is in good shape. Up by 3, sitting pretty in the bottom of the 6th. Still no one out, and bases full of Muckdogs. As John Karuba taking you through this one. So on the scoreboard now officially 5-3-2 for the Muckdogs, and it is 2-8-0 for Auburn. Bases loaded for Batavia, no one out, and they are still looking for more. And now we are ready to go. Josh Leadham, who's made a couple big defensive plays. Let's see if he can have an offensive moment here. That'd be a great way to introduce yourself to the team in his first game. If he could make those plays he made earlier and now add some RBIs to it, that would be huge for his confidence in his first game with his new teammates. So Leadham stands in right side of the plate, bases loaded, and nobody out as Auburn once again has a new pitcher on the mound. Digs in from the right side. First pitch coming home, and that is off the plate. High and away. 1-0, and the new pitcher, it's Eddie Rives. He is into this game now for Auburn, as it will be a new pitch. 0-1 is the count, and that is across the outside corner. It's now 0-2. So as far as Auburn is going, this is encouraging. The other guys had a hard time finding the strike zone. He's come in and hit the mitt both times for 2 quick strikes. As Leadham digs in right side, but he's still in the at-bat from the first base side. Rivas toes it, the pitch, swung on, and he drills that to deep left, but that's going to go well foul and out of play. But he got a good piece of that. It was a fastball in the inner third, turned his hands in, and just unleashed, just unable to keep it fair. As Rivas coming set, it will be an 0-2 pitch again to the righty swinging Leadham, playing right field tonight in his debut for the Muckdogs. With a wide open stance, it will be an 0-2 again. Is downstairs and inside at the shoelaces, hit the dirt, 1-2. Hopefully he can get the ball in the air and at least get a run in. Even if he can't, at least make the pitcher work and throw pitches, kind of set it up, set the table for the hitters behind you. Next pitch is swung on and shot foul outside of third. So, all right, Leadham is hanging in there. He's battling. 1-2. He continues to make him throw pitches. Again, stands in from the right side of the plate. Leadham awaiting another 1-2 pitch. 6th one of the at-bat here coming. Rivas from the first base side. And it'll be a 1-2, swung on, and again gets a piece to stay alive, fouls it back, count halts. The other significant thing about having a long at-bat like this, the longer it goes, the better the chance you have of a pitcher not being able to execute his pitch and maybe leave one right over the middle for the taking. As again, it'll be a 1-2 to Josh Leadham. And the pitch is swung on and missed. He blew it by him. Climbed the ladder, high and away, 1 gone. So Leadham fails to get the job done right there, but Liam Ward has an opportunity to do so. He'll come to the plate from the right side, Let's see if he can find a way to at least get one in. As we're in the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 Batavia score. Bases juiced with Muckdogs, which is just how they like it here in Batavia. Stands it again from the right side. Does Ward against the righty Rivas. Rivas ready to go. Ward from the right side. The pitch is right over the heart of the plate. 0-1. They're so used to being patient with the other pitchers. Right now, Rivas, you got to give him a lot of credit. He's coming in dealing strikes. Little surprising to see the Muckdogs not be quite as aggressive right now. You wonder if that'll change. Here comes the 0-1. Yes, it will, but it might be an inning-ending double play. To third, throws home one, on to first. Got him! And they get the inning-ending double play with the bases loaded. And for Auburn, you got to wonder if they come back and win. You got to look at that performance of Rivas. You had bases loaded, nobody out, and he doesn't allow another run. But damage certainly done for Batavia. 4 runs on 2 hits, and the bases are left loaded. We take this to the 7th inning through 6. Batavia has the lead, 5-2 over Auburn, right here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Top of the 7th inning we go to from Dwyer Stadium in downtown Batavia. And the Muckdogs with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 lead now over Auburn. A little bit of a missed chance. They couldn't tack on even further with bases loaded and nobody out. But Alex Hale, he is still out there. And the one thing, he really saved this team. When they were down 2-1 and Auburn was threatening a couple of times, he came in and got out of a couple big messes, and that allowed and opened the door for the Muckdogs to have the rally that they did in the bottom of the 6th. He is definitely a candidate for player of the game. As Hal remains out there, and he should, the way he's pitching, Auburn really outside of a leadoff double, hasn't been able to get a whole lot going off him. And as we go to the 7th, we'll see if Batavia can lock this one down. As it's going to be number 10, Ryan Cesarini, the center fielder, leading off the top of the 7th inning for the Doubledays. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Cesarini, Cervantes, and McKenzie, 2, 3, and 4, heart of the Auburn lineup. Hal ready to go from the first base side. Pitch is high and off the plate, 1-0. Now, the one thing is that was close to a half-hour inning for Batavia as they batted around. You wonder if Hal having to sit that long might affect his command. We'll see as the count is 1-0. Digging back in from the left side. Cesarini, here comes the 1-0 to the plate. And that is off the plate high and away as well, 2-0. As again digs in from the left side. Toes the rubber from the first base side. As it's 5-2. He'll await a 2-0 offering. Now he'll look, and the pitch is right over the heart of the plate, and the count 2-1. And on the scoreboard, it's going to be 5-5-2 for Batavia, 2-8-0 for Auburn. Again, going to dig in from the left side. It'll be a 2-1 delivery home from Hale. And the pitch swung on, and that is ripped into center field. That'll get down for a base hit, as it is Cesarini who is rounding first, but he'll stop right there. And it's a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th inning for Auburn. And again, this is exactly what we were talking about. With that long half inning being off, could the command start to go? Now with a runner on first, nobody out, here is Michael Cervantes coming to the plate from the right side. He's been on base 3 times this evening. Runner taking his lead off first base. And here comes the pitch. And that is off the plate, a little bit away, 1-0. Again, looking as on the scoreboard, that is now the 9th hit of the game for Auburn. If you're the Doubledays, you got to be throwing your hands in the air at this point. You got 9 hits, but still only 2 runs. Give credit to Batavia for making the pitches that they needed to in critical spots. And now a pick off to first, and they nearly catch Cesarini napping there, but he does get back in with the right-handed slide. As again, the count is 1-0 here. And Cervantes digs in from the right side. He'll wait a 1-0 offering. Runner on first and nobody out. And here comes the pitch. And that is a breaking ball missing off the plate inside. You almost have to give Cervantes an Academy Award for an acting job right there. He leaned back, but that looked like a pretty good pitch from up here. But that's why I'm not behind home plate, as the count is 2-0 and a runner on first. Again, toes the rubber from the third base side. Coming set. Hale delivers the 2-0. And that's high and away, but he gets the call there on the black. So it's 2-1. That's a pretty surprising call right there. The last one looked closer to being a strike, but Hale will certainly take it. 2-1 the count. Again, digs in from the right side as Cervantes stands with the bat back, as he will await the 2-1, and now another throw over to first. This time not all that close. So 5-2 again is our score. Hale trying, if nothing else, to get through the 7th inning. If he can get it to the 8th, that would be pretty important, because then you're really setting up the bridge to Carlos Rodriguez, as it'll be a 2-1 on its way. And the pitch misses off the plate. And the strike zone's starting to get a little inconsistent right now. But the count is 3-1 now. As Hale taking a second, just a stroll behind the mound, trying to gather himself. You certainly don't want to walk the first 2 hitters and put the tying run at the plate. But we'll see if he can avoid that. It'll be a 3-ball, 1-strike offering. And now another throw over to first. So right now, it's clear that Cesarini might be in his head a little bit as they keep checking over. But we'll see if Hale can find a way to overcome this rough start to this inning, as it'll be a 3-ball, 1-strike pitch. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and rips it foul high in the air down the right field line. And the count now is full. 3-2 is the count. Again, on our scoreboard, 5-2, Batavia leading this one. John Karuba on the call here from Dwyer Stadium in downtown Batavia. And now another snap throw back over to first. Again, nothing doing, as the count 3-1 with nobody out, and 5-2 our score. Again, digs in from the right side. He'll stand in, runner off first, nobody out. It will be a 3-1 pitch. Runner takes off, and that pitch is fouled away down the right field line, as they had the hit and run on there, and the count 3-2. As again, Cervantes, if nothing else, he is putting a bit of an at-bat on Hale. And with how many innings Hale has already worked, Every pitch he can make him throw, just absolutely critical as Auburn tries to come back in this one. And now they call time as the pitcher steps off. Once more, Cervantes going to dig in from the right side, righty on righty matchup. Meanwhile, Cesarini off first. It'll be a full count offering in a big one here. And now they throw back over to first. And did they get him? Did they get him? And no, he got back in there. Wow, it sure looked like they had him there. And it took even the umpire a second to say no, but he did ultimately give the safe call. Boy, Batavia, we saw that happen the other day, too. It looked like they had him, but they got to forget about it. Another big pitch on the way. Runner goes. 3-2 is swung on, and another foul ball down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. So this continues to be a battle as it wages on. Again, we are later in the game. This is crucial PGCBL baseball action, folks. So you know nothing is going to come easy as the count remains 3-2. Again, digs in from the right side of the plate. And now they throw to first and again didn't get him. This is incredible at this point. Batavia's got to be thinking, what do we have to do to get him? It certainly has looked like that Cesarini has played with fire a couple times, and both times he's very fortunate he didn't get burned. As again, it'll be a 3-2. Well, they're keeping him close, and now the runner goes again, and that pitch is fouled back. Boy, Cesarini certainly getting his cardio in, if nothing else, with all the dives back to first. And in addition to that, all the times he's had to be in motion only to have to go back again as the count again remains 3-2. Again, digs up on the outer third. And Cervantes stands in at the plate. Now they throw to first again, but this time not even a tag applied. That was a little bit anticlimactic as the count remains 3-2. Once again, digs in right side, and rain is starting to come down again here at Dwyer Stadium, and that's just what we need after a rain. They start another throw to first, and predictably, the umpire again rules safe. At this point, more of a good that this is doing is really trying to keep him honest, but it kind of seems like Auburn doesn't care. They're just trying to have him run when they can. And off he goes again. 3-2 swung on, hit in the air, shallow right. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So he wins the 10-pitch battle, and there are runners on first and second, and nobody out. And that's the 10th hit of the game for Auburn. And now how big do those pickoff plays not being called out look right now as the tying run comes to the plate in the form of number 25, Dylan McKenzie. That is going to be all for Alex Hale, but he should get a very nice hand from this Batavia crowd. We'll see if they're going to pull him, but it looks like they are. And if they do again, he should get an ovation. He came in and he got out of some tricky spots. If he doesn't come in and get those outs, this is probably a totally different ball game. So he should get a nice hand, and deservedly so. How about it for Batavia's own Alec Hale? And he is getting a nice applause as he comes off. A new pitcher going to take over, though, in a critical spot. Top of the seventh, no outs. Runners on first and second, and Auburn has a tying run at the plate right here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. As we again are keeping it right here along the Muckdogs Baseball Network. Pitcher continues to get loose now out there for Batavia. Checking to see who is coming into the game. For the Muckdogs, who again, if they could find a way to get this win, it would be absolutely huge to go to 3-1, 2-0 in the early home slate, setting the tone for a good homestand. And it's Ryan Kinney, number 77. Ryan Kinney taking over from Winter Haven, Florida. He's a junior out of Xavier University of Louisiana. He's 6'5", 185 pounds, right-handed. And so he will come on in relief of Hale, as there are runners on first and second and nobody out. So for Kinney, he again is tasked with a big chore, as this is going to be Dylan McKenzie stepping up to the plate. And again, we've said how quickly games can change in this league, and that is the case again. And this game has really grinded to a halt pace-wise. It was actually moving along pretty good in the first 5, but with all the different runs and pitching changes, it's really gotten a lot slower here in this 7th inning. But you can't say there hasn't been a fair share of fun action. We've seen runs scored, we've seen big defensive plays, a little bit of everything on this game. And the Muckdogs, again, they're looking to nail it down. They're only 9 outs away from doing so, but they now have to face the tying run again at the plate in the form of first baseman, number 25, Dylan McKenzie. John Kruba taking you through this one here this evening on Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. As McKenzie going to dig in from the right side of the plate. 5-2 Batavia in the top half of the 7th. As he digs in from the right side of the plate. He'll stand in. Kinney ready to go from the first base side of the rubber. The righty has an over-the-top delivery. And here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Tying runs on first and second. And that's off the plate, down and away, 1-0. And now, you hate to say it, but if you're the Muckdogs, you're probably kicking yourself a little bit. You had bases low even after all those runs scored with nobody out, and you couldn't find a way to score more, and that's looming awfully big right now, as that pitch is off the plate again, and the count now 2-0. So Kinney not coming in throwing strikes. He's being besieged with the same type of command problems that Auburn did in the top half of this inning. Again, from the first base side, runners ready to go again off first and second. Pitch is off the plate, high and away, and Kinney is 1 ball away from walking the bases loaded with nobody out. So we'll see if Kinney can get himself out of the abyss here, as it'll be a 3-0. And that's not even close. Down and off the plate. He yanked that one. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded. Tying runs on base, and the lead run is coming to the plate in the form of number 3, the extra hitter, Kobe Stenson, who, wouldn't you know it, already has 2 runs. He's responsible for both the runs driven in tonight for Auburn. Stenson getting a sac fly back in the first inning, and then did it again a couple innings later on an RBI single. Quite frankly, I think Batavia would take a sac fly in this situation. They would gladly trade the run to get the out. And now could we potentially be having another switch, maybe a double switch, as Martinez is out, the head coach, the manager for Batavia, talking with the home plate umpire. And now Martinez heading back to the dugout. Just looking to see, as we are in the top of the 7th. But one thing we do know is that Auburn has the bases loaded, nobody out. And now Liam Ward is going to take over at third base for Jerry Reinhardt. So we'll see, maybe defensively, we'll see why they took Reinhardt out of the game. But Liam Ward, number 29, he is moving from the extra hitter to third base. Now he is good defensively, so he'll take over at the hot corner. So bases loaded, nobody out. Here is the pitch, and that's a fastball off the plate, high and away. And you could tell Kinney wanted that pitch. Not going to get it, 1-0. So on our scoreboard, 5-2 Batavia, 10-0 for Auburn. And the pitch hits him, drilled him on the elbow. A run batted in very painfully for Stenson, his 3rd of the game, and it's now 5-3 Batavia in the top half of the 7th. Now the tying runs are in scoring position, lead run on base. Certainly not what Kinney wanted to do here. Walk and then a hit batter, but that is the case, and it's now 5-3 Batavia in the top of the 7th. Boy, how big does it look that in the last half inning, Rivas was able to come in and stop the bleeding at just 5-2. Right now, that's looking large as Martinez coming to the mound, and I'm wondering if that is going to be it for Kinney. A ton of pitching changes in this one. As they talk, and in fact it will be. So that is it for Kinney. Not expecting him to get an ovation off the mound as he walked one guy. Although the Batavia crowd, they definitely stand behind their team through thick and thin. So he does get a little bit of a cheer coming off. But Ryan Kinney is out, and another pitching change for the Muckdogs. It's already going to be the third pitcher of the inning for the Muckdogs now. We have had 6 pitching changes in just this last inning, bottom of the last inning, and this top of the 7th alone. If you're having a hard time keeping track of all the different pitchers, don't blame me at all. Your scorecard's got to be getting pretty full at this point. As the bases still remain loaded with nobody out and another new pitcher coming in. I believe that is looking to see. It looks like it might be number 4, Trey Bacon, taking over. And it sure looks like at number 4. As we're still searching and looking. This is going to be, again, the third pitcher in this inning. And if you've just tuning in now, John Krupa taking through it, you have missed a lot. 8 runs have scored. Auburn had the 2-0 lead early. Batavia scored 5 unanswered, only to watch Auburn now bring the lead run on base. Bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And indeed, Trey Bacon, it appears, is taking over. He's the 5'11" sophomore out of Santa Fe College. He is a Tampa, Florida native, and he will take over on the mound. And I know what you're thinking. No relation to the actor Kevin Bacon. As Trey Bacon on the mound, he's going to try and save Batavia's Bacon. Yes, pun intended, absolutely. As they really are in a lot of trouble here. In the top of the 7th, 5-3 the score in favor of the Muckdogs. But, boy, they are clinging to it as hard as you can. Bases loaded and nobody out. As, again, we are under the lights here at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia, and 5-3 is the score in favor of your Muckdogs. As Trey Bacon, again, is taking over. So, back to business now. Auburn does have the lead run on base, and it is Blakeberry, number 13, right fielder Blake Murray at the plate for the Doubledays. He'll dig in left side, lefty on righty. Bacon is a right-handed pitcher, toes the rubber from the first base side. Here is the pitch. Swung on and whacked right back up the middle. That is going to tie the game. 1 run says, and the center fielder misplayed the ball. 2 runs score easily, and then they recover. Throws back to the infield. Runner slips, tags him out, throw to the plate, and they got him. Unbelievable. So even with the 2 runs scoring, it somehow turns into a double play. So the runner rounding second hit the brakes. He slipped and fell. They had the presence of mind to tag him in the rundown through home. For some reason, the runner on third decided to come to the plate, and he had a catcher with a ball waiting for him, applied the tag, and 2 gone. So it is a 2-ribby single, but 2 outs are recorded, and we are tied at 5 in the top of the 7th. What a game. What a game. So here we go. Next batter swung on and missed. This is Connor Brayla, the designated hitter, as he swung right over the top of that fastball. 0-1. One thing for Auburn, 11th hit of the game. They now have 5 runs on 11 hits. 3 errors on the game for Batavia. Next pitch is across the outside corner, 0-2. So Bacon's going to be disappointed he couldn't hold the lead, but at least he got a couple big outs, and that may very well be another turning point in this wild roller coaster affair. 0-2 check swing, didn't go around. Boy, it sure looked like he did. Inside third, and now they rule that he did. He got tagged out. Initially, he said no, but once the catcher picked up the ball because it was right in front of the plate, dropped strike three, he applied the tag on, and so the third out is recorded via the punch out, and boy, not a lot of words to describe that inning accurately other than crazy. So for Auburn, 3 runs, a couple hits, and somehow no one left on base. Take this to the bottom of the 7th, time for the 7th inning stretch here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home.
Back here, bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 5 in this wacky contest. This has to be an early candidate for Game of the Year. Tied at 5 between Auburn and Batavia. Gavin Schrader to lead off this home half of the 7th inning for the Muckdogs. First pitch upstairs and inside, and the count is 1-0. Again, digs in from the left side of the plate. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed, and Schrader was trying to get it all back on one swing, trying to whack it out of here, and he got nothing but air, 1-1. Again, the 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming in from Rivas. And that is off the plate, a little bit low and away, 2-1 the count. And for Rivas, he really is an unsung hero in this game. Remember, bottom of the 6th base load, nobody out when Batavia was scoring, as that next pitch misses well off the plate, up and in. 3-1 is the count. When Batavia was threatening to add on to their 5-2 lead, he got a double play and a strikeout. So he kept them in the game. Without him, this is probably a different game. 3-1 swung on and missed again, challenged them, and the count 3-2. Again, digs in from the left side of the plate. It'll be a payoff pitch. And that is on the outside third. Called strike 3. And the crowd full of umpires here doesn't like that call. And that looked to be borderline at best, but he has gone on the punch out, 1 away. So Caleb Rodriguez coming to the plate now for the Muckdogs. 1 gone and nobody on. This scoreboard now looks absolutely wacky. 5-5-3 for Batavia. 5-11-0 for the Doubledays. First pitch is on the outside corner, 0-1. Hey, they're doubling almost the amount of hits, staying true to their nickname, right? It's the Auburn Doubledays, as it's 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Is off the plate, bit high and away, and the count is even, 1-1. Again, digs in from the right side of the plate. With the knees bent, it'll be a 1-1 delivery, and it is a weak swing and a miss at a cutter that looked like it tied him up and in, really handcuffed him there, and the count 1-2. Once again, digs in from the right side of the plate. Rivas ready to go from the first base side, and it will be a 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. He swung right out of his cleats on that, lost his balance, and even lost the bat. He has gone on the punch out, 2 away. Well, with the momentum clearly in Auburn's favor now, this is exactly what you wanted to do if you were Rivas. You came in, you got the last big outs in the last half inning. Now you're stepping up and shutting this team down to let your team go back out there and take the lead. So Trey Bacon is coming up to the plate from the right side. Here comes the first pitch. Bacon was on the hill and gave up that game-tying wacky 2-run single in the last half inning. Looking to atone for that here. First pitch is zipped across the inside corner of the black, 0-1. Again, coming set, Rivas. The pitch is on the outside third, and the count 0-2. So Bacon quickly in trouble here, and you got to give a lot of credit to Rivas on the hill. He is working quickly here. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he loses the bat. Ground ball to third, crossing over, fields it on to first in plenty of time, and just like that, lickety split, 1-2-3 inning as Cervantes was able to range in front of the shortstop Erickson and make the play for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors in the inning for Batavia. We go to the 8th, deadlocked at 5, here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model. Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history.
We are back here at Dwyer Stadium, top half of the 8th inning. And so leading off this top of the 8th inning, tied at 5, Auburn and Batavia. It is looking to see right now, it is the cleanup hitter, or check that, the catcher, number 32, Caden Cram. So he will dig in from the right-handed pitcher, Bacon, who remains on the mound. Cram digging in. It'll be Cram, Guccia, and Cohen, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup. Pitch is down and off the plate, low and away, 1-0 the count. On our scoreboard, 5-11-0 for Auburn, 5-5-3 for Batavia. Pitch is off the plate, down again a little bit away, 2-0 your count. As again, it will be a 2-0 coming from Bacon. Righty on righty. Pitch just missed off the plate a little bit in. And Bacon can't believe that one. The count 3-0. Again, Cram digging in from the right side of the plate. 3-0 is this time he gets the call across the outside corner at the knees, 3-1. Cram again from the right side of the plate. It'll be a 3-1 on its way. Swung on, sky high pop up. That's going to go well behind the plate and out of bounds as it goes out of play. And the count now 3-2. Again, top of the 8th inning, and 5-5 is our score here at Dwyer Stadium. Cram again from the right side of the plate. The pitch is on the outside corner. As Cram did a little bit of a skip to my loo there, he went down the first baseline thinking he got a walk. Instead, all he got was a pass back to the dugout. He is gone on strikes, 1 away. So 1 now, no one on here is Dominic Guccia standing in from the right side. Here comes Bacon coming set. The pitch is well off the plate, high and away, and the count 1-0. Again, he digs in from the right side. Guccia awaiting the 1-0 offering, and that is off the plate just a bit inside, and the count 2-0. Again, Bacon probably wanted that call, but as it stands, 2-0 is our count right now. Standing in from the right side, the pitch. Swung on and fouls it back, and the count now 2-1. Again, Guccia from the right side. He'll await a 2-1 from Bacon. And that is looked out. Upstairs inside, ducked out of the way of it. Went off the glove of Mag and to the backstop. 3-1 our count. Again, going to dig in from the right side. As this is a big at bat in this game. Dominic Guccia with the first hitter already be retired. That's Caden Cram. And Zach Cowan on deck. Here comes the 3-1. And that is on the outside corner. That's one thing this home plate umpire, he has been consistent about. He's giving that low outside corner, and it continues to surprise hitters. But again, 3-2. And here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, chopped to the shortstop, Rodriguez. Nice play. Throw sails over the first baseman's head, but alertly the catcher Mag there to back him up. And that is going to be a throwing error, I would imagine, on the shortstop, Rodriguez. 4th error of the night for Batavia. They made 2 the other night here against Elmira. So defense is something they're struggling with a little bit. Rodriguez got a little too excited there. He had it cleanly. I think he had more time than he thought, and the wind took hold of that throw, and it went sailing as the runner reaches first base. So Guccia coming to the plate now from the left side. And the pitch is swung on and grounded foul as it's Guccia that reaches on the error. Cowan is the one that's at the bat now. The count is 0-1. Cowan digs back in again. Meanwhile, it's Cooper Erickson that's on deck. As Cowan from 0-1, here's the pitch. A check swing back to the pitcher. Bacon goes 2nd 1. Got the lead runner, but that's all they'll be able to get. The return throw never made, but still, that is a good play by Bacon. He had to be off the mound quick, had to make a strong throw from the third base side, and was able to make it to second to get the out. That's a big play, 2 away, and meanwhile reaching first on the fielder's choice is Cowan, and back to the top of the card we go, number 16 shortstop, Cooper Erickson. He'll dig in from the right side of the plate. Cowan taking his lead off the first base bag, and the pitch is upstairs and inside, misses off the plate, 1-0. So now the official back score, 5-5 and 4 for Batavia, 5-11 and 0 for Auburn. And the 1-0 swung on it, smacked up the middle, and Rodriguez boots it. And that's going to trickle to left center. Runner going to third to throw. The play can't handle it. And then alertly going to second is Erickson. And Auburn now taking advantage of some uncharacteristic poor defense here from the Muckdogs. And it's probably going to be the second error of the inning on Rodriguez. It is. And now it's second and third with 2 men out. And Auburn, a golden chance to retake the lead once again in the top of the 8th and 2 men out. So Ryan Cicerini coming to the plate, and he's one of the leaders in RBIs on this Auburn team. They like seeing him come to the bat. The Muckdogs, not so much right now as he stands in from the left side. Bacon, we'll see if he pitches him carefully with first base open. Cervantes on deck. Pitch swung on. Right back to Bacon. Nice backhand step. On to first. He got him. Well, sometimes you know what they say, folks. You want something done right, you got to do it yourself. And that's what Bacon did. Fielded it to the third base side. Strong throw to first. And he turns away Auburn here in the top of the 8th. Potential momentum boost for the Muckdogs right there. For Auburn, no runs, no hits, 2 errors. And 2 men left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 5 here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here. When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors too.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 5 here at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia. And again, what a game. And now we're getting in the very, very late stages. As again, we are tied at 5. Leading off this inning, Brian Fry, as he had an RBI triple back in the 3rd inning. And that, at this point, feels like a million years ago as he digs in from the left side. First pitch comes home, and that is off the plate high and away, 1-0. And Rivas still on the mound. He shut down the Muckdogs in the last half inning. We'll see if Batavia can get something going off him this time around. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Fry, Canoe, and Burroway. Next pitch is swung on, looped in the air to left field, coming on left field, can't make it, and he misplays it, and that ball's going to roll. Meanwhile, Fry can run. He is going around second. He'll stop right there as they recovered and got it back in to the third baseman, but a lead-off single, and we'll see if that's an error on the left fielder that allows him to go to second, but regardless, it is going to be a hit, so there is no error. They are scoring it a double. So a lead-off double here in the home half of the 8th, and what a golden chance for Batavia. They now could take the lead going to the 9th. We'll see if they go small ball, but you have your 2 big boys coming up, starting with Tyler Canoe. And again, a great play by the left fielder. He tried, great effort, I should say, Guccia. He just overran the ball, and it cost him an extra base. So here comes Canoe to the plate, runner on second, nobody out. Here comes the pitch, and that is off the plate inside, and the count 1-0. But Fry, that's what makes him so good. Again, we talked about his ability to hit it the opposite way. He just flicked it in there to left like it was nothing, and he gets rewarded with a 2-bagger. Next pitch is across the inside corner. Dotted that breaking ball in there beautifully, and the count is even, 1-1. As Tyler Canoe again digs in from the right side of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike offering to come from Rivas. And the pitch is swung on and slash foul down the right field line. And that was a scorcher right off the bat of Canoe, and he can hit those almost like those Dave Winfield line drives back in the day as the count is 1-2. Again, going to dig in from the right side of the plate. That was a screamer that time. Rivas ready to go from the first base side, and now it's raining again, and it's starting to come down as it will be a 1-2. Swung on, popped him up, right side of the infield. First baseman settling underneath it, makes the call on the catch. That's Dylan McKenzie, one away. Meanwhile, going back to second is Fry. And you wonder if the rain keeps coming down the way it is right now, whether we're going to have another rain delay. With one gone and a runner still on second, here comes the cleanup hitter. It is the first baseman, number 10, Daniel Burroway. Burroway digs in right side of the plate. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. He blew it right by him, and the count 0-1. Burroway did have a big 2-run single that at the time gave Batavia a 3-2 lead, and now the game since has taken a lot of twists and turns and tied at 5. As time is called, Rivas took too long to come set at the belt, and so now Burroway will stand back in. Rivas completely unfazed out there. He just stayed right in his motion as he whirled and tried to almost pick the runner off at second. Fry, but nothing happening there. Digging back in from the right side as Burroway in at the plate. Fry off second base, and here comes the pitch. And he drops a 12-6 curveball in there. Nice cutting edge as it went from the top, and then the bottom just dropped completely out of it, and the count 0-2. Once again, digs in from the right side. Runner on second with one out. And here comes the 0-2 pitch on its way, and that is off the plate. Borderline, just missing the black by a hair, and the count 1-2. Once more digs in from the right side of the plate. He'll stand back in again. He'll await the 1-2 offering. And that is swung smacked right side, and it's booted by the first baseman. That's going to allow Burroway to reach first. Going to third, it is Fry, and Alec Mag, the man known for coming up in clutch situations. First and third, one out. All he has to do is hit a ball to the outfield, and he could give Batavia the lead going to the ninth. So a big opportunity here. And that is the first error of the game for Auburn. Batavia has to be thinking, finally, we've made 5, but Auburn now has made 1, and it could be very costly. As the first baseman, McKenzie, just booted it. First and third, one out. Here is Mag from the right side of the plate against the righty throwing Rivas. Runner going to stay out of double play. First pitch, a strike. They threw to the shortstop to either try to get the runner going home or back at third, but it didn't work. And now it's runners on second and third with one out. You wonder now, since that takes away the double play possibility, whether or not you're going to see Auburn just load the bases here to set force out at any base. But the pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1. Mag standing in. Base hit probably gives them a 2-run lead now, second and third. One man out. The 0-1 is off the plate. Upstairs in tight, 1-1. Mag again from the right side. We mentioned what he was able to do against Elmira in the home and home to open the season. We'll see if he can come through with something big here and give Batavia the lead. As the infield comes in for Auburn, pitch upstairs and in tight, and the count 2-1. As again, he rung that one up in his kitchen, 2-1 the count. Mag again going to dig in from the right side with the knees bent. Bat back. He'll await a 2-1 delivery. And that is on the outside edge, and that is a killer of a call there, as that changes the complete complexion. It could have been 3-1. Now it's 2-2. But again, the umpire, he gives that outside strike call. He's been consistent all night with it, as it'll be a 2-2. Digging in from the right side. Rivas ready to go. Mag, a big situation. Pitch is just off the plate. Knee high, but maybe a little low. And the count is run full. Give Mac a lot of credit for taking that one. That takes a lot of discipline. Not so sure I would have in a situation like that. As the count is run full. And now time is called. So it could all come down to this. Game hanging in the balance. Bottom of the 8th inning. Tied at 5. Runners on second and third. One man out. Righty Rivas is on the mound. Righty Mag at the plate for Batavia. Runners taking their leads. And it'll be a payoff pitch. Rivas ready to go. Here it is. Swung on and a high pop fly to deep left. Let's see if it's deep enough to get the run in. Left fielder makes the catch. Here comes the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time. He is safe. He got underneath the tag of the catcher, and that was Cram, and he does the job again. Alec Mag gives Batavia the 6-5 lead in the home half of the 8th. What an at-bat, and what a way to get the job done. Absolutely clutch. At this point, that's really what Alec Mag's nickname should be. He's come up with several hits time and time again, and he just did again right there. But also moving up to third on that was the other base runner, Burroway, so they're looking for more. Here is from the right side of the plate, first pitch. On the inside corner, it's Reinhardt, and it's 0-1 the count. So Reinhardt seeing if he can get that insurance run. Now the question is, who is Batavia going to have come on to close it? You wonder if it's going to be Carlos Rodriguez. He's done a good job so far this season. That 0-1 is hit on the ground to second. That'll be scooped up, no problem that time for the second baseman. Cowan throws to first, and that'll do it, but damage done. One run on one big error and a couple of hits, and one man left aboard. Let's take it to the 9th. Last chance for Auburn. Stay tuned, folks. Batavia 6, Auburn 5 on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center. Fans, are you looking for great candies and chocolates? Visit Oliver's Candies located in Batavia, New York, or on the web at www.oliverscandies.com. When you purchase a box of Oliver's chocolates, you will always get the best tasting, most mouth-watering chocolate you have ever eaten. Visit Oliver's Candies.
Welcome back here to Dwyer Stadium in Batavia. 6-5 Batavia, folks. We go to the 9th, and it's the last chance. Bacon staying on to close it out. However, leading off this top of the 9th in a big spot, 6-5-5 for Batavia, and it is 5-11-1 for Auburn. And it's going to be number 5, Michael Cervantes, leading off for the Doubledays. First pitch is off the plate, down and away, and the count 1-0. So Batavia 3 outs away. We'll see if they can do it to lock down their second home win to open 2-0 on the home slate. Pitch is off the plate, high and away, and the count now 2-0. So we see this is a little bit of an ominous beginning here for Bacon. 2-0, but he can still work his way back into it. And that pitch up and in, and that, I believe, caught him, and yes, it did. So the tying run goes on to first base. So Cervantes heads on down to first, and Dylan McKenzie has a big opportunity to atone for the error that allowed Batavia to take the lead in the last half inning. So we'll see if he can do it. And now a trip to the mound. And remember, Batavia, they had the lead in the ninth inning yesterday, could not hold it, and ended up losing. You'd hate to see them suffer this kind of fate again, especially after they worked so hard to get back into this one and take the lead. As the score again is 6-5 in favor of Batavia here in the top half of the ninth inning. Number 25, Dylan McKenzie coming to the plate from the right side as Cervantes taking his lead off first. So Bacon ready to go, keeping an eye on Cervantes over at first. And the pitch is yanked down and away, 1-0. And you don't know if Bacon may be tiring here or if he's lost the strike zone, but in either case, not looking great here right now as the count 1-0. Again, going to look in and get the sign. As it'll be a 1-0. Swung on, popped him up into shallow right. Outfielders racing. Shortstop coming in on the run. Can't get there. As that was a great effort as three fielders for Batavia just took off in an absolute track race to try and get there, especially the second baseman, that's Fry. He couldn't get there, though, out of play. Count 1-1. So again, 6-5-5 on the scoreboard for Batavia, 5-11-1 for Auburn. Here comes the 1-ball-1-strike pitch. Runner goes for second, and the pitch is popped up behind home plate, and that's going to get out of play. The way the catcher Mag was looking, it looked like he thought he might have a shot, but it gets out of play, and the count 1-2. As they had the runner going, looked like they were trying a hit and run to try and set something up here in the top of the ninth. That's what you got to do down to your last three outs. Again, going to dig in from the right side of the plate. It is McKenzie with the knees bent, and Cervantes taking a lead off first, being held on very tightly by Burraway over at first. The 1-2 is swung on and again, slashes it foul down the right field line. Count holds. So you could tell, like we said, in this league, nothing ever comes easy. And Batavia, they're the Muckdogs. They like to work. Well, they're going to have to scratch and grind to get these last three outs against the Doubledays. And now they throw back over to first, but he gets back in. As the count again is 1-2. The righty swinging McKenzie is at the plate. And Cervantes is off of first. Bacon getting the sign, and it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Looping curveball, misses it high and away, and the count is even at 2-2. McKenzie digs back in from the right side. Once again, Bacon is ready to go. Working out of the stretch. Coming set at the belt. Turns and keeps an eye at the runner over on first, and the pitch is on the outside corner. Strike three. They get the big punch out there. He rings up number 25, McKenzie. He's gone. And Batavia so close to victory, they can taste it as it's now number 3, Kobe Stenson, coming up to the plate. Now, Stenson has had a couple RBIs, including one on a hit by pitch. However, he has also failed in one situation with runners on. We'll see if Batavia can get him again. He stands in from the right side of the plate with one away. And here comes Bacon. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second is low. The tag. No, they can't get him. Even though it was a very low throw, a great tag, but he just got in there. And so the tying run is now about a single away as there's just one out. And now the Auburn coach looks like he is talking with one of his players. And did they call him out? They called him out. How about that? Originally they said safe, and now they're calling out, trying to figure out what's going on here. And you could see Auburn very frustrated with the call. It's an odd one to say the least. So originally it said safe. I wonder if they said he slid off the bag, and then they applied the tag again. That has to be what it is. We don't want to speculate, but I can't really see any other reason why they would call him out. But they did after initially ruling him safe. So they said batter interference on the throw. They don't rule him out, but they make him go back to first. Next pitch is on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. So just resetting that real quickly, they ruled it batter interference, which doesn't mean the runner is out, but he has to go back to first. And the batter is out. So there are 2 outs. Next pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. So the batter is out. The runner is not, but has to go back to his previous base. So it all comes down to this. 0-2, 2 outs, runner on first. 1 strike away, incredibly, from closing it out. Blake Murray, the lefty, at the plate. And the 0-2 check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Everybody in the stadium wanted that out call. They didn't get it. So, again, Auburn stays alive. They say the last strike and final out is always the hardest to get, and I think that's holding true right now. As it's 1-2, 2 outs, runner still on first. And again, the lefty at the plate is number 13, Blake Murray, against the righty, Bacon. The pitch is swung on, and he slashes it foul down the left field line, and the count holds 1-2. So let's see if he can get the out. The fans here in Batavia, the last of them, are on their feet hoping to get this final strike and the final out, and it would be huge if they could, and this would be a heck of a win. And the pitch is high and outside. They have to hold right now. They still didn't get it, and the count is even, 2-2. Once again, digs in from the left side of the plate. Toes the rubber from the first base side. This is great baseball, folks. This is why when you miss a pitch of Muckdogs baseball, you miss a lot. And the 2-2 is swung on and popped up, but that's going to get beyond the screen foul, and the count holds 2-2. Again, this is exactly why you should come down to the ballpark and buy tickets. You see why the Muckdogs are so good. I mean, every night their games have been very entertaining, and this one, no different, although this has taken a lot of strange twists and turns. But let's see if Batavia can emerge victorious through it all. 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Runner goes. Ball is low, and there's going to be no throw, as moving up to second is Cervantes. So the count now full with 2 out. So from 1-2, you got to give Murray credit. He's hanging in there, and instead of 1-2, now it's full. He only needs a base hit to tie the game up. Once again, digs in from the left side of the plate. Toes the rubber from the first base side. And it'll be a full count offering here. The 3-2 about to come in. And now time is called. You figured that might come. Bacon's probably going to be very, very careful about this pitch selection with the tying run just a single away and down in the count 3-2. Here in the pitch, swung on and grounds it foul outside of first, and we will do it again on 3-2. As Murray again stands in from the left side of the plate. Well, if you love baseball, folks, you have to love a game like this. Nail biter right to the end, even with all the twists and turns. Once again, payoff pitch, game in the balance. Tying run on second, swung out and missed. It's over. Batavia, your team has won. They are 2-0 at home to start the season. 3-1 overall. They don't blow the lead this time. They get a hard-fought, come from behind 6-5 win against Auburn. And all I can say, folks, is what a ball game. The Muckdogs down a couple of times when it looked like they were down and out. Batavia comes back to win it, and they beat the Doubledays in a huge divisional win, 6-5. Before we wrap things up, we want to thank our sponsors one more time. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had this game tonight. So let's go ahead and do that now, and then we'll wrap things up right here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. Batavia celebrate. Your team wins 6-5.
We'd like to thank Alex's Places, Allegheny Farm Services, Ankle and Foot Center of Western New York, Arc of Genesee, Orleans, New York, Attica's 70th Hole, Auto Wash Car Wash, Batavian, Batavia Daily News, Batavia Downs, Hotel at Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Bully Hill Vineyards, Casella White, Chapin International, Easttown Beverage, E-Collab, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Feral Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Geico, Genesee Community College, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee County Parks and Recreation, Genesee Valley Penny Saver, Glow With Your Hands, Graham Corporation, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet Cadillac, LE3 Inc., Lebu Salon, Legacy on Main, Major Stash Cigar, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay Products, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, ProClean Inc., Romans, Skyworks, Stan Harley Davidson, Stop DWI Genesee County, Suburban Propane, The Coffee Press, Tompkins Bake, Toshiba Business, Tully's, Turnbull Heating and Air Conditioning, T.F. Brown's, The Wine Goddess Shop, United Memorial Medical Center, Valet Jewelers, Versescape, Vivify Hydration, Whole Life Fitness, and Right Beverage.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, putting the finishing touches on a 6-5 win for Batavia. And again, all you could say is, wow, isn't baseball great? Especially Batavia Muckdog baseball. I mean, what a game that was from start to finish. You were never bored, never out of it. It was just great from inning 1 to inning 9. And yes, we had to wait through a rain delay, but in the end, it was worth it. 6-5 Batavia, your final score. They improved to 3-1, while Auburn goes to 2-2. And meanwhile, Brian Fry, who's the postgame player of the game, he just got a big Gatorade bath by the rest of his teammates afterwards after scoring a game-winning run coming through. So that's going to finish it up. Your final score here tonight, Batavia 6, Auburn 5. And again, we will be back with you. You thought this one was good? Wait till you see what we have tomorrow. It's going to be Jamestown here. Again, a 7 p.m. first pitch right here on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. So until then, for our entire crew, I'm John Karuba. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Your Muckdogs win it 6-5 over Auburn. Good night, everybody, on the